presented by the Radisson Hotel Visalia on AM 1270. Brought to you in part by Budweiser, the king of beers, along with Don Sharp Insurance and Bonding, Roto-Rooter, Singular Wireless, Buckman Mitchell Insurance, the Sunalt Eye Institute, the Glass Shop in Visalia, Cellular Plus Paging in Hanford, Hardcore 4x4 Visalia, Tom Wright in Porterville, and Jim Parsley in Visalia, your local State Farm insurance agent. Now, here's the voice of the Visalia Oaks, Dave Skozin.
Welcome to Rancho, Cucamonga, and a stadium full of kids today. Maybe that's what it will take for the Quakes to beat the Oaks. It has been 1 year to the day since Rancho, Cucamonga beat Visalia. 8 wins in a row for the Oaks over this Quakes team. We'll talk about that a little bit coming up. On the way next, Oaks pitching coach Jim Bennett talking about the recent successes of his staff and a couple of other things as the Radisson pregame show gets underway next, right here on AM 1270.
Located in the heart of downtown Visalia, experience all the luxuries the Radisson Visalia has to offer. From their award-winning lunch pasta bar to a great dinner, all of your favorites can be found at Bolo's Restaurant. The Radisson Visalia is pleased to be the official team hotel of the Visalia Oaks. On your next trip to Visalia to see your Oaks play, stay at the Radisson downtown and be sure to ask about the friends and family rate. Call 559-636-1111 to make your reservation.
These days, people across the country are all about freedom. The freedom to go, do, and live better. And what better way than with America's Choice Family Share Plan with Verizon Wireless for just $39.99 a month. Cellular Plus Paging can make it easy for you to share more minutes than ever before. Visit the professionals at Cellular Plus Paging, 701 North Main, a block north of the post office in Hanford, or their new store in Kingsburg on Draper today to start sharing more with the ones you love. Subject to terms of customer agreement and calling plan with new 1-year agreement. Other charges, restrictions, and a $175 early termination fee apply. See your authorized Verizon Wireless dealer, Cellular Plus Paging, for details.
Visalia Oaks Baseball is brought to you by Tom Wright, your local State Farm agent, Porterville, on AM 1270. It's the Radisson Hotel Visalia pregame show with a look at tonight's game on AM 1270.
Welcome to today's Radisson pregame show. We are here before the second game, the afternoon game, second game out of the 3-game series in Rancho, Cucamonga. We're here with the Oaks pitching coach, Jim Bennett. First of all, good morning. And how fantastic is it for you to be up, be ready to play in the middle of the afternoon on a Wednesday?
Well, I'm ready, but I don't have to do a whole lot, so I can just watch these guys play. But I don't know if I probably had to come out and play. I'd probably be doing a little extra stretching this morning, but I feel good this morning.
So you have to stretch a little more when you play during the daytime then?
Well, for me, I'm old. I got to wake up and get the bones moving around, get the muscles moving. So, yeah, a little bit. I don't know. I mean, everybody's different. I think some of these guys, you get a good rest and they're ready to go. If they woke up early enough, they're ready to go. But if they woke up at 10 o'clock, they probably need, a little extra to wake up. If they woke up right before they got on the bus. So, yeah, they probably have to do a little bit extra.
Did you have any quick remedies for that when you were playing?
Yeah, I just didn't play. I sat the bench and Coach told me to take the day off. I don't know. No, you just, I mean, for me, when you say quick remedies, I don't know. I did a little extra running type thing just to try to wake up and do some sprints and breathe hard and do that type of thing.
All right, well, let's talk about the guy on the mound today, Sean Green, and he is now in the starting rotation. His first start as a pro was last week in Visalia. And tell us, why was it that Sean was chosen as the guy to take the spot permanently here for Zach Parker that left for the injury?
Well, Sean's a guy that when you see him pitch, you know immediately that he has plus stuff that we talked about, his pitches. He's got a fastball that is a better than average fastball. He's got better than average sink on his fastball. He's kind of a guy that when scouts come to the games, he's one of the guys that scouts come to me. Who's this Sean Green guy? Tell me about Green. He's a guy that when you see his stuff, you say, you know what, this guy needs innings, and you want to see what you can develop with him. And obviously as a starter, they're going to get more innings. And he's a guy that we know about his fastball. We know about the sink on his fastball, but we'd like to see if we can develop some other pitches that he has. And the situations that he comes in the games, typically, he wants to throw all his fastballs, which is understandable because the game's 5-4 and he comes in the 7th inning. He doesn't want to get beat with his second or third best pitch. So now as a starter, we have an opportunity for him to develop his breaking ball, his changeup, and try to get all of his pitches better.
One of the things that he talked about himself a few weeks ago was that he wanted to cut down on the number of walks that he allowed, and it looks like that he's been able to do that. I mean, what are some of the things that he does as a pitcher that you can do as a coach to help him, not deviate from the strike zone too?
I would say the biggest thing that we try to do with him and cut down the walks or cut down the balls that he throws and make everything a strike is, I think, number one, there's two things really. We tell the catcher not to move much, because the catcher doesn't have to move much with him, because when he throws his fastball, the ball's going to move anyways because he's got a lot of movement. So when you have that much movement on your fastball, it could be a little bit tougher to command, I'm trying to throw in, I'm trying to throw out. He's much better off just throwing it right down the middle of the plate and let the ball do what it does. So that's the first thing. The second mentality that we talk about on a daily basis with him is make the hitter swing the bat. You want the hitter to hit every pitch you throw. And when he has that mentality, he doesn't think about making him miss the pitch or making such a good pitch that he's going to strike him out or that type of thing. And just have that mentality that here it comes, I want you to hit it, and I hope you put this first ball in play. And when he has that mentality, he seems to just as far as results, get better results because he does throw more strikes.
I'm talking about last night, the 11th shutout for this team that they've pitched, and that leads the California League by 4. The runner-up right now is Bakersfield. They've only got 7, but Justin Hampson last night came out and had 7 innings. He carried a no-hitter into the 6th. It's tough to call it a no-hitter, I guess, that early. But how big of a night was it for him, especially coming off of the loss when he pitched the one game in Double-A?
Well, I don't think it's that big of a deal because he lost in Double-A. I think the biggest thing he got out of Double-A was when he came back, his first thought was, you know what, when I can't just throw my changeup and make it swing at it. I've got to locate it, and certain things like that. Things that he found out just in those 4 innings that he pitched in Double-A, I think has helped him understand what he has to do at the next level. So I don't think he came down disappointed or anything like that. He actually threw the ball better than his numbers showed in that game. But when I watch Justin go out there, I don't think he's out there going, I've got to have a good game since I didn't have a good game there. He's very, I think he's very tough mentally. He's one of the tougher guys that I know, and he trusts what he does. But the fact that he went out and threw the 5 no-hit innings, he's no different when he does that as opposed to having a rough first inning and not giving up 4 or 5 in the first. And he's the same guy when he comes in the dugout, no matter what he does out on the field.
And now Hampson had the 7 innings last night, and then Isaac Pavlik and Paul Darnell each had an inning 1, 2, 3, and that completed the shutout. Now, for the people that are on the outside looking in, you say, man, well, it's great. The Oaks have 11 shutouts, but for a player development aspect, how much weight is there put into the fact that the team came out and threw a shutout, or that an individual was able to do that?
Well, I think when it comes to a shutout, it's more than just the starting pitchers. It's more than just the relievers. It's also the defense. It's all of the above. Obviously, I think when you put up 9 zeros, it looks nice for anybody to see that. I like seeing it. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. That's fun to watch. But I say, in my mind, my first thought is the relievers are a big part of those shutouts because you got to have a good bullpen to be able to do that when the guys aren't going 9 every outing. And also, obviously, we've got 5 guys that are starting that come out, and you pretty much know that they're going to give you a good outing most of the time. So they're pretty consistent. And then, obviously, the defense did a good job. So it takes all 3 of those to complete that shutout. But as far as what people think about it, I'm sure they love it. I mean, who wouldn't?
All right, Oaks pitching coach Jim Bennett, thank you very much. Yes, that was Justin Hampson singing in the background, if you can hear that down at the other end of the dugout. But anyway, good luck today, the rest of the year with the pitching staff, and we'll talk to you probably later on.
I see you, Dave.
All right, back with more on the Radisson pregame show coming up on AM 1270.
After age 65, almost 3 out of 4 of us may need some form of long-term care. That's why there's long-term care insurance from State Farm Mutual Automobile Insurance Company. It offers the care options important to you, like in-home care. And who better to talk to than your local State Farm agent? We live where you live.
In Porterville, call Tom Wright for costs and complete coverage details on long-term care insurance.
Statistics cited in Long-Term Care, Knowing the Risk, Paying the Price, Health Insurance Association of America, 1997.
While a look out the window can tell you what the weather currently is, growers require more of a heads up to help them make decisions affecting the bottom line. John Hibbler Weather Forecasting can provide that information by fax, email, and online. Each offers detailed rain, wind, and seasonal frost summaries, evapotranspiration and degree day information, long-range forecasts, and much more. Put John's weather forecasting skills to work for your ag business by calling 1-866-419-3590 today, or look him up on the web at www.johnhibbler.com.
Visalia Oaks Baseball's brought to you by Jim Parsley, your local State Farm agent Visalia on AM 1270.
Welcome back to the Radisson pregame show in Rancho Cucamonga. The Quakes are out on the field ready to go. We'll be back with tonight's starting lineups and the first pitch. Oaks and the Quakes up next on AM 1270.
Let's practice that curveball of yours for tomorrow's game. Give me a windup. Let it fly. Maybe we better work on your grip and control first, huh?
Need to replace windows in your home? Let the Glass Shop professionals install Milgard replacement windows quickly and easily. The Glass Shop also makes it comfortable with easy financing in 90 days, same as cash. Call a Glass Shop for a free estimate with Milgard replacement windows, 732-5986, 732-5986. It's not as expensive as you think. They're on the East Main Extension. The Glass Shop and Milgard, clearly the best.
Located in the heart of downtown Visalia, experience all the luxuries the Radisson Visalia has to offer. From their award-winning lunch pasta bar to a great dinner, all of your favorites can be found at Bolo's Restaurant. The Radisson Visalia is pleased to be the official team hotel of the Visalia Oaks. On your next trip to Visalia to see your Oaks play, stay at the Radisson downtown and be sure to ask about the friends and family rate. Call 559-636-1111 to make your reservation.
This has been the Radisson Hotel Visalia pregame show. Stay tuned for tonight's game up next on AM 1270. Visalia Oaks Baseball is on the air. Presented by the Radisson Hotel Visalia on AM 1270. Brought to you locally by Don Sharp Insurance and Bonding, Roto-Rooter, Singular Wireless, Buckman Mitchell Insurance, the Sunulp Eye Institute, the Glass Shop in Visalia, Cellular Plus Paging in Hanford, Hardcore 4x4 Visalia, and your local State Farm Insurance agents in Visalia, Tulare, and Porterville. Visalia Oaks Baseball on AM 1270.
Welcome to the Epicenter, Game 2 of a three-game series between the Oaks and the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. Let's start by taking a look at the starting lineup presented by the Gas Company, which is proud to support numerous community organizations and encourages you to do the same. Show your pride in Visalia by attending a game at the newly renovated Recreation Park. The Gas Company is a Sempra Energy utility. Leading off for the Oaks on the Gas Company starting lineup card, filled out by manager Stu Cole. Jason Nix, the second baseman. Then Doug Bernier is the shortstop today. The switch hitter will bat second. Dan Phillips hitting third. He's playing in right field. Ryan Sheely's the first baseman in the cleanup spot. Corey Slavic hitting fifth. He's playing at third base. Dan Conway, the catcher, will hit sixth. Justin Lincoln's the DH batting seventh. Jason Frome in left field hits eighth. Melvin Rosario is the center fielder. He's batting ninth. Noticeably absent Sean Barker, who just turned his ankle a little bit running down to first base in the eighth inning and was lifted from last night's game. He is day to day. Stephen Shell, a right-hander on the mound for Rancho Cucamonga. Gas Company starting lineup for the Quakes has Tommy Murphy leading off as the shortstop, Jason Espedo in right field hitting second, Jeff Mathis the DH. He was the catcher last night. Today is hitting third. Dallas McPherson still the cleanup man playing third base. Nick Gorno in left field bats fifth, and Justin Turner, who's the second baseman, is Arias Corbeil. The first baseman hits seventh. Zach Riera, his first game as a Quake, is the catcher hitting eighth, and Nick Kimpton is in center field batting ninth. Just as today's game is ready to begin, the sun comes out. Lots of clouds in the sky. We'll see how that unfolds this afternoon. Domino's Pizza first delivery to Jason Nix is swung on and popped up. Foul on the first base side as Arias Corbeil next to the first base coach's box makes the catch, and after one pitch, there is one out in the first inning. Domino's Pizza first delivery made at 1:17 p.m. this afternoon here in Rancho Cucamonga. About 88 degrees at game time, partly cloudy and a little bit muggy. Humidity around 43%. Doug Bernier, the shortstop, did not play in last night's game, hitting .201 for the year. He's got no home runs, but 4 doubles and 18 runs batted in. Batting left-handed against the right-handed Shell. And the pitch is inside for ball 1 on Bernier. In fact, it goes all the way to the backstop through catcher Riera. Dan Phillips also due to hit in this inning. Next one from Shell is outside and a fastball. 2 balls and no strikes. Stephen Shell pitching for the 20th time this year for Rancho Cucamonga. All of his appearances but one have been starts, and he's been on the skids of late. Bernier bunts it, third base side, off the hill. Shell lets it go. McPherson picks it up, the third baseman, but not nearly in time to do anything with it. Doug Bernier reaches base on a bunt to start with 1 out in the first inning. First time that he has played since over the weekend in San Jose. Bernier at first. And here's Dan Phillips, the right fielder. Phillips 1 for 5 with his 17th home run of the year yesterday. That ranks him 4th in the California League. League leader is still Kyle Nichols of Lancaster, who has 24. Phillips 271 average, 64 RBI. Double play depth for the Quakes infield, and the first pitch to Phillips is a breaking pitch down low. 1 ball and no strikes. Told you the first delivery of the game made possible by Domino's Pizza. Domino's can make your delivery fresh and hot. Great time to call them right now. North Visalia, 732-4040. 1-0 to Phillips is lined to right field. That's a base hit. Bernier will dig for second and take a turn but stay there. A throw from Espedo, the right fielder, comes into second base, and back-to-back singles with 1 out in the first inning for the Oaks. So Visalia trying to keep the offensive machine going after it just basically went dead over the weekend in San Jose. Now doing much better here in the series in Rancho Cucamonga. Yesterday, 12 hits, 5 runs already in the first inning. 2 hits on the board. Ryan Sheely will try to put the Oaks in the run column. Sheely, the first baseman and cleanup man, 306 average for the year. Right-handed hitter, takes one inside from Stephen Shell. 1 ball and no strikes. Sheely 1 for 4 yesterday. He's gone deep 10 times this year and has driven in 53 runs. Keep in mind that Ryan Sheely missed the first 7 weeks of the season, so the numbers that he's put up are in somewhat of a disadvantaged state as compared to the totals of many of the other players in the league. Bernier with a 3.5-step lead from second. Phillips 3 steps off first. 1-0 on Sheely. The pitch from Shell. That's a change up there for a strike in the outside corner. Maybe not a change, but a curve. And so the count goes even at 1-1. Anyway, Shell has pitched 113 2/3 of an inning after getting the first out here in the first. With 2 hits allowed so far, he's given up 109 on the year. 57 runs, 51 earned. 1-1 to Sheely. Is lined to right field, a base hit. Phillips had to stop and wait on the ball go by. Bernier goes to third only. And it's 3 consecutive hits with 1 out to load the bases for the Oaks. And Corey Slavic comes up next. Slavic was 3 for 4 yesterday and is now up to second in the California League in batting average. Sheely's single sounded like he might have broken his bat. It was lined just about to where Dan Phillips was on his running path to second base, and he stopped and literally ducked to stay out of the way. It got past him and threw into right field for a single. Bernier to third, Phillips to second, and Sheely at first. And here is Slavic batting .342. Tops among active players in the California League. Second overall. Greg Jacobs of Inland Empire is the league leader at .357. He's been promoted to Double-A. There is a pitch that's inside. 1 ball and no strikes on Slavic. He's got 11 home runs and 56 runs batted in. Bases full for the Oaks in the top of the first inning. 1 out. Not exactly double play depth for the Quakes infield. The shortstop, Tommy Murphy, is only a step in front of the outfield grass. And Shell backs off, wipes some sweat away from his brow as the sun continues to shine down on the epicenter here in Rancho Cucamonga. Slavic, a left-handed batter. Ahead in the count, 1-0. Shell again steps off. And out to the mound will go Riera, the catcher, to trying to get their signal straightened out. Zach Riera, in his first game in the Anaheim Angels organization, he has primarily been an independent league player for the last few years. Last season played for Rockford in the Frontier League, Rockford, Illinois. This current season he's played for a couple of teams, Cook County, which is near Chicago, and River City near St. Louis, also both in the Frontier League. Now he's back behind home plate. The 1-0 from Shell misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Well, Stephen Shell, how far have we come? Shell actually started the All-Star game for the California League on this field back on June 24th. And since then, he's 0-3 in 4 starts. Fallen to a record of 6-8 on the year with a 4.05 ERA. 17 walks for the season and 91 strikeouts, so he's still got an excellent ratio there. But has had trouble really since the beginning of June. He's just 1-6 since June 1st. His only win was at San Jose back on June 13th. He lost to the Oaks at Recreation Park. Gave up 6 runs on 9 hits over 5 2/3 back on June 18th, right before the All-Star break. And today, 3 hits have loaded the bases for the Oaks in the first inning. And Riera again is summoned to the mound by Shell. Goes out there, and he and Shell will talk. Shell putting the glove over his mouth, and now Riera comes back behind home plate. Shell back on top of the mound. And as that happens, some cloud cover moves over the sun once again. Everything we can see from the press box behind home plate underneath the very short piece of roofing is all clouds in the sky. 2-0 to Slavic. Fastball there for a strike on the inside corner. And it's 2-1. You can see the mountains, the taller ones, off past left field, and then trailing away in the distance toward right. But everything above that is just pretty much cloud cover. In fact, there was a rain out in Lancaster last night. We will check on that with the MK Medical California League report coming up here as we move along to the first couple of innings. For now, the Oaks are trying to get on the board, but this game has slowed down a lot in the at-bat against Slavic for Shell. He steps off, looking back at Dan Phillips at second base, who looks around and says, hey, none of your infielders are anywhere nearby. Phillips with about a 4-step lead from second. Bernier with a very short lead at third. Shealy at first, 3 steps off the bag. 2-1 to Slavic is low. 3 balls and 1 strike. So Stephen Shell is 1 pitch away from putting the Oaks in front without a single for an RBI. Dan Conway, the Visalia catcher, is on deck. 5-0. The Oaks were winners here last night. 3-1 pitch. That's down low for ball 4, and the Oaks are in front 1-0. RBI walk for Corey Slavic, his 57th run batted into the season. Bernier scores. Phillips to third. Shealy to second. 1-0 Visalia, first inning. 1 out, and the bases are still full. Here comes Dan Conway, the catcher. Conway 1 for 4 yesterday. And he's going to have to wait on the pitching coach, Zeke Zimmerman, to go out to the mound. This is our Peninsula Messenger Service mound visit. Zeke Zimmerman out there to deliver his message to Stephen Shell. You can get your message there on schedule as well just by calling Peninsula Messenger Service. Doesn't have to be a message, could be a bank deposit, a title delivery. But the number for Peninsula Messenger Service in Visalia is 734-6328. That's 734-6328. For Peninsula Messenger Service. Zimmerman jogs back to the third base dugout. And now it will be Conway to the plate. And the sun is trying to come back out. Looks like it's shining just a little bit through some high clouds. Oaks trying to be as warm as the weather in this series. Won the first game, and now the first pitch to Conway is fouled off. Goes up into the seats of the first base side and lands up next to some of the daycare kids that are here this afternoon. They handed out quite a few Anaheim Angels hats, and you can tell by the school or the daycare they're all wearing like-colored T-shirts. And then most of them have been given bright red Anaheim Angels hats. Of course, Anaheim, the parent club of the Quakes. 0-1 to Conway. Swung on, and this is line foul, but further down the right field line, out past the main grandstand and out of the stadium. No balls and 2 strikes on Conway. Shell in the All-Star game gave up a pair of runs on 4 hits over 2 innings of work, once again as the starter for the California League, going up against the Carolina League. 0-2 on Conway. The pitch from the right-hander is outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Designated hitter Justin Lincoln waits on deck. 1-0 Oaks. We're in the top of the first inning in Rancho Cucamonga. Dan Phillips is the runner at third. Ryan Sheely at second. Corey Slavic at first. 3 hits and an RBI walk so far this inning for Visalia. And the 1-2 to Conway and hit him. 2-0 Visalia. Conway hit by a pitch. Stephen Shell is not having a good start to the day. Phillips scores. Sheely to third. Slavic to second. Conway on at first with RBI number 33. 2-0 Oaks. Here's the 7th man to bat in the first inning, Justin Lincoln. Lincoln 0 for 3 yesterday, 211 average for the year, 11 home runs, 49 RBI. Lincoln has the Oaks' only grand slam this season. Pitch to him, inside and a check swing, but it's a strike anyhow. Just caught the inside edge of the plate, 0-1. Visalia has 94 home runs as a team after last night. That's third in the Cal League, behind only Lancaster and Rancho Cucamonga. 0-1 is fouled back. 0-2. And the Oaks with just 1 grand slam. That came off the bat of Justin Lincoln on June 14th in Adelanto at High Desert against the Mavericks. The 0-2 pitch from Shell. Up and in. That almost came after Lincoln's helmet. 1-2. The left fielder, Jason Frome, waits on deck. Sheely at third. Slavic at second. Conway at first. 2-0 Oaks. First inning, 1 out. 1-2 on Justin Lincoln. Stephen Shell with a look around the right side of the infield, and the pitch to Lincoln has popped up to right field. Coming in, Espedo. And going out the second baseman, Turner. Espedo makes the catch. Sheely's not going anywhere from third base. The throw comes home. 2 away in the inning as Lincoln pops out. That will leave it up to Jason Frome. Frome, the left fielder, 1 for 4 in yesterday's game. His 1 was a single. He went on to steal second and score the Oaks' 5th run of the game on an RBI double by Jason Nix. That was in the 7th inning. Now playing in his 9th game in a Visalia uniform, left-handed batter swings and misses at the high heat from Shell, 0-1. Frome with a .212 average over his first 8 games, 1 home run, 1 double, and 4 runs batted in. Got an RBI last night when he quite possibly could have gotten a hit. Fielder's choice to center field. Pitch was down low. 1 ball and 1 strike. A near diving catch by Nick Gorneau, who's playing in left today. Nick Kimpton is the center fielder for the Quakes this afternoon. 1-1 on Frome. Time is called. Jason Frome steps away. Frome is 7 of 33 for the Oaks. 2 walks and 13 strikeouts. Open stance, left-handed hitter. 1-1. Too low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Base is still full for Visalia with 2 runs in the first. Sean Green, the starting pitcher for the Oaks, down in the bullpen down the right field line, just waiting on his chance to face the Quakes. Frome would like to make it a little longer before he gets that opportunity. 2-1 pitch. Curveball right in there for a strike. 2-2. The number 9 hitter, center fielder Melvin Rosario's on deck. Stephen Shell. And a long look into Frome, who stands there twirling a bat with his right hand. Now he's ready to pitch up and in. 3 balls and 2 strikes. After the first out of the inning, when Jason Nix popped out in foul territory on the very first pitch, Doug Bernier had a bunt single, Dan Phillips single to right, Shealy single to right, bases were full. Since then, we've had an RBI walk, an RBI hit by pitch, and a pop to right. So the bases are still full with 2 down and 2 in, and the 3-2 to Frome with the runners going, and swung on and fouled off on the third base side. Curveball coming there from Shell, and Frome just looked like he waited on it and fouled it off. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. Shealy at third, Slavic at second, Conway at first. They'll be running again. Here's the next 3-2. Swung on and fouled straight back to the screen. That one came inside on Frome. So we'll have yet another payoff pitch. The very young fans today continue to file into the epicenter, mostly in the upper levels closest to us. 3-2. Stephen Shell's payoff pitch. Swung on and fouled back. That just caught the very top of the net behind home plate and goes down into the grass in foul territory. So we'll do it again at 3-2. Frome has fouled off 3 consecutive full count pitches. Conway away from first with almost a 4-step lead. 3-2. Fastball outside, ball 4. The Oaks get another run. 3-0 Visalia. RBI for Jason Frome is his 5th. And you hear the boos coming from the ferocious young fans today at the epicenter. Stephen Shell gives up an RBI walk, RBI hit by pitch, and now another RBI walk this inning. Shealy scored, Slavic to third, Conway to second, Frome is at first. Here's the 9th man to bat in the first inning, Melvin Rosario. Center fielder swings and fouls one back. 0-1. Rosario came in as a defensive substitution in the 8th inning last night. Did not get an at-bat. He's hitting .240 without a home run this year. 15 RBI, 9 doubles and 2 triples. 0-1 on the lefty, and the pitch is fouled off on the third base side, up over the overhang and back down behind the stadium. 0-2 on Rosario. That means the leadoff man, Jason Nix, is on deck. 3-0 Oaks in the first here in Rancho Cucamonga, but 0-2 on Rosario with 2 down. And the pitch from Shell. Fastball high. 1-2. Melvin Rosario had been hitting leadoff for pretty much the last month, ever since Tony Miller was injured. Here and there, some other players have been put into that spot, but Nix hit leadoff yesterday. He's back out there today, and Melvin Rosario dropped to the number 9 spot. Sun starts to come back out. Here's the 1-2 to Melvin. It's swung on and hit in the air to left. Coming in is Gorneau. He'll make the catch near the line, and the inning is over. And that's all for the Oaks in the first, but they take advantage of loading the bases with 1 out and get 3 runs on 3 hits. No errors in the inning, and the bases are left full. 9 bat in the first for the Oaks. And with the bottom of the inning up next, it's Visalia 3, Rancho Cucamonga coming to bat on AM 1270.
Hit a home run when you let Buckman Mitchell Insurance give you a quote on personal and business insurance. Buckman Mitchell offers everything from home and auto to workers' comp to group health insurance, and they can help you plan for your children's college education and your retirement. Buckman Mitchell Insurance is locally owned, and they're an independent agency. That means the best possible rates and the best customer service. Call Buckman Mitchell Insurance today, 733-1181. Buckman Mitchell Insurance, serving the community for over 85 years.
Hey fans, did you know that the hot dogs served at your ballpark are also served at a major league park? Winner of the famous taste test over 18 other manufacturers, Alpine was chosen best for taste and healthiest product. They're made in small batches with no extenders or MSG and naturally smoked slowly to retain the flavors. The good news is that you can enjoy Alpine products without going to a sports game. You'll savor the flavor of Alpine meat. They can be found at your local supermarket. After Chrome. Anything else is just a weenie.
If you're happy with the fact that your truck looks just like Grandpa's, this isn't for you.
But if you want your truck to be trick tough and really cool, get your Hardcore 4x4 on the Eastman extension by Visalia. That's because Hardcore 4x4 can take that ordinary 4x4 truck, Jeep, or other off-road vehicle and turn it into something really cool. We're talking straight axle conversions, heavy-duty suspension kits, accessories, gears, and lift kits that'll have you looking over everybody else. Hardcore 4x4 on the Eastman extension across from Lawrence Tractor Company. If you take your off-road fun seriously, Hardcore 4x4 on the Eastman extension by Visalia.
Visalia Oaks Baseball's brought to you by Patrick Salazar, your local State Farm agent, Visalia, on AM 1270.
3-0 Visalia, the bottom of the first about to get underway. Sean Green completing his warm-up tosses for the Oaks against Rancho Cucamonga. The Quakes will have Tommy Murphy, Jason Espino, and Jeff Mathis coming up. Green is making his second career start as a pro. And in 35 appearances overall this season for the Oaks, has gone 55 and 2/3 of an inning with 56 hits allowed, 36 runs, 29 earned. He's given up the long ball twice, has walked 32, and has struck out 41. 4 wild pitches, no balks. Green is 3-3 with a 4.69 ERA. His first start was against Inland Empire last Wednesday, and this one is swung on and grounded to short. Bernier up with it, throw to first. Tommy Murphy, the very first batter in the first inning, swings at the first pitch from Green, and there's out number 1 in the first. One away for Jason Espino, who's the right fielder. But against the 66ers last Wednesday, Green was the first portion of back-to-back shutouts against Inland Empire. 4 innings, no runs, 3 hits, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Dropped the ERA below 5. There's a called strike. And it's 0-1 on Espino. Espino was 1 for 3 yesterday. 9 home runs, 46 RBI, and a 273 average. Pitches down low. 1-1 is the count. Just as that pitch was made, the very bright sunshine came back out. Right-hander against the lefty batter. The pitch from Green is inside and a fastball. 2-1 the count. Espino hit 6th in the order yesterday. Got a single in the 7th inning, one of only 3 hits the Quakes were able to come up with. All of them off of starter Justin Hampson. All of them after there were 2 out in the 6th inning. Hampson with a no-hitter. Through 5 2/3 yesterday. 2-1 missed low. 3-1 pitch on the way from Green. Swung on and tapped foul on the right side, and that makes it 3-2. With yesterday's shutout, the Oaks continue to lead the California League with 11 shutouts as a staff. Heard us talking about that with pitching coach Jim Bennett during the Radisson pregame show. Next pitch, a curveball swung on and missed for strike 3. Espino down on the payoff pitch. 2 away in the first inning. Green with his first strikeout. DH Jeff Mathis to bat next. Mathis is hitting .322, matching teammate Nick Gorneau for 8th in the California League. Mathis ahead by just a couple of percentage points. He is 120 of 373. And so he is technically 8th, while Gorneau, 118 of 366, batting 5th today, is 9th. There is a called strike and a fastball right over the outside part of the plate from Mathis, and it's 0-1. Jeff Mathis with 11 home runs this year, so it's not just the average. He's driven in 53. 0-1 misses low from Green and bounds away from catcher Dan Conway all the way over to the Oaks dugout. So I believe it is 1-1. Next pitch from Green is fouled on the third base side. 2 strikes on Jeff Mathis. Scoreboard has 2-2. We've got 1-2. Just flat out might have missed one in there, though. 2 down and the base is empty. We know that for sure. As a ground ball smash to third off the glove of Slavic, who dove for it, and that will go as a base hit. So Rancho Cucamonga gets their first hit, a smash to third by Mathis, and that'll help out the cause for improving the average. One on with 2 out in the first inning. Slavic diving toward the line, reached across and just went off of his glove and rolled slowly up the third base line into shallow left, but no chance for Mathis to go anywhere past first. Now it's Dallas McPherson, 0 for 3 yesterday, but he's hitting .304 and is just ahead of Dan Phillips for third place in the Cal League with 18 home runs. 59 RBI for McPherson. Takes ball 1 down low, 1-0. Left-handed hitter against the right-handed Sean Green. Green with the 1-0 pitch. That was low also. McPherson thought about it. He was able to hold up. 2-0 the count. Take a look at the MK Medical California League report here. Get you caught up on what happened in the Cal League yesterday. We'll begin with the Oaks win here in Rancho Cucamonga 5-0. Next pitch to McPherson is grounded to second, taken by Nix. He'll throw to first and plenty of time to retire the third baseman, and that's all for the Quakes in the first. We'll do more with the MK Medical California League report coming up. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left in the first for the Quakes. 3-0 Oaks moving to the second on AM 1270.
Fellow success seekers, today's message is a simple one. If you want to maximize your dreams and realize the full potential of your life, I am here to tell you that there is just one thing you have to do. Think like a can. Because a can be anything. It just has to be recycled. And once it is, a can possesses that one thing you desire, infinite promise. Just think of all the things a can be. A picnic table, a window frame, or playground equipment. It can be that many things and more, and so can you. Because, my friends, to think like a can is to think I can. All you have to do is wake up every morning, stand before the mirror, look yourself in the eye, and say, you can.
Recycle. It's good for the bottle. It's good for the can. Brought to you by the California Department of Conservation.
Tickets, please. Thanks. Enjoy the game.
Yes, free bumper stickers.
I still can't get the last ones off the car.
You know, if you've got stubborn stickers, peanut butter works as an adhesive remover. Just spread it on, let it sit for a couple of hours, and the sticky goo will come off easy.
Really?
I work at Osh.
Oh.
Sweet stickers and peanut butter.
The answers are out there. We'll help you find them. Osh, complete hardware and garden.
Visalia Oaks Baseballs brought to you by Jim Parsley Jr., your local State Farm agent Tulare on AM 1270.
3-0 Rancho Cucamonga in the top of the second. Take that back. 3-0 Visalia. We're in Rancho Cucamonga. I don't want to give them any more than they need. Steven Shell trying to do better the second time through the order. The Oaks batted around in the first. Jason Nix popped out swinging at the first pitch, hit it to first baseman Azarius Corbeil in foul territory. Here he takes strike one, right-handed batter, and the next one is inside. 1-1 the count. Nix, Bernier, and Phillips hitting in the second inning. Again, 3-0 Oaks leading. 1-1, changeup, grounded foul, left side, 1-2. All right, MK Medical California League report, which we began in the bottom of the first inning. I'll remind you the Oaks beat the Quakes 5-0 last night. Inland Empire continues to play well. They defeated High Desert 5-2, meaning the Mavericks continue to play poorly. There's a ground ball foul off the fence in front of the third base dugout. 1-2. Modesto edged San Jose 3-2, so the A's take over sole possession of second place in the Northern Division. We'll talk about that in a second. And Stockton defeated Bakersfield 6-4. The Blaze continue to slide. Winners of 2 of their last 10 games. It's probably worse the further back you go. They're down to 16-24, 10 games behind the Oaks in the second half standings in the North. 2-2 pitch to Nix. Fouled off. The right side behind home plate. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lake Elsinore at Lancaster rained out. We checked on the radar before last night's game here and saw there was pretty heavy storm cell moving over the Grapevine along I-5. and headed that direction, and it must have got him last night. Here's a line drive by Nix down the left field line, a base hit. Nix is headed for second base, up with it, Gorneau. The throw to second is there, but not in time, and Jason Nix has his 35th double of the season. That ties him for the California League lead with Gorneau, the left fielder for the Quakes, and Greg Jacobs of Inland Empire, who's been promoted out of the league. So Nix with his second double of the series, and the Oaks have a man in scoring position with nobody out in the second inning. Doug Bernier laid down a bunt single in the first. Switch hitter will bat left-handed once again against Steven Shell. Shell steps off, looking Nix back to second base. And it looked like maybe he was saying something to the shortstop, Tommy Murphy. He went off the back of the mound. He's still looking out there. Yeah, something in the rhythm for Steven Shell just doesn't look right today. He looks a little bit lost out there. Here's the pitch to Bernier. Inside and a fastball. 1-0 is the count. Well, as a result of yesterday's results, including the rainout in Lancaster, Lake Elsinore and the Jethawks are playing a doubleheader today, but if things go normally here in Rancho Cucamonga, we know this is not a normal game. It should be done before that one even starts. Bernier with a soft liner to short, caught by Murphy, and Nix gets back to second without any attempt to double him off. One away in the second. Here's Dan Phillips, the right fielder, 1-for-1 with a single and a run scored last inning. Second hit of the series. Northern Division standings have Visalia at the top in the second half. They're 25-13. Modesto with 21-17 is 4 games out. The Oaks continue to have the second best record in the Cal League, matching Inland Empire. Both teams are 60-48. Stockton 61-48 after their win last night. Look back to second by Shell. Nix inching away, and time is called at home plate. We're still waiting on a pitch to Phillips. Down the rest of the standings in the north for the second half, San Jose had their 6-game winning streak snapped by Modesto. Nix is running, pitch to Phillips is low, and it's dropped by the catcher Riera, and Jason Nix has a stolen base, taking his 19th of the season. Stolen base presented by Performance Sound and Security. Reminding you to keep your car safe from theft. Make it sound good, too. Call the Alarm and Stereo professionals at Performance Sound and Security. 636-7861. That's 636-7861 for Performance Sound and Security. Pitch to Phillips, misses inside. 1 ball and 1 strike on Dan Phillips. Nix with the steal is at third. 1 out in the second, so a fly ball could give the Oaks another run here in the second inning. They're already up 3-0. 1-1 is tapped foul. Phillips with a full swing, and it just bounced slowly toward the Quakes third base side dugout. Almost made it to the warning track. 1-2. Back to the MK Medical Cal League report. San Jose's 5 games out in the second half standings. Much further than that in the overall standings. 1-2. Swung on and missed. Came inside on Phillips, and he chased it up and in. Strike 3, 2 away in the second. A big strikeout for Steven Shell. There's a very big man who's coming to the plate, Ryan Sheely. Sheely is 6'6", 240 pounds. Nix at third. Out away from the bag towards the coach's box, and now he takes a couple steps forward home. Pitch to Sheely. Curveball right there for a strike. Inside portion of the plate held high. 0-1. Stockton, by the way, 5.5 games behind the Oaks in the second half. They're 20-19. Bakersfield at the bottom of the division. 10 games out. Which is inside on Sheely. 1-1. Southern Division has Inland Empire in front of 3 games on Lake Elsinore. 24-14 compared to 20-16. Rancho Cucamonga's in third place, but again, they won the first half, so they're already in the postseason. 1-1 to Sheely. Outside, good stop by Riera, sliding to his right, 2-1. Quakes 18-19, 5.5 back. Lancaster 18-20. 6 games out. High Desert at 8-30 in the half. 16 games back. 2-1. Grounded slowly to third. Picked up by McPherson. He'll throw to first. A little high, but pulled down by Corbeil. They retire Sheely to end the inning. Well, Jason Nix did everything he could, and he doubled to start the inning and stole third, but the next 3 Oaks went in order, and they're not able to get anything out of it. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left in the second. Inning and a half complete, 3-0 Oaks in Rancho Cucamonga on AM 1270.
Hi, Orkin Man here with a little advice about home maintenance. Keeping bugs out is part of it. Yep, somewhere between cleaning the gutters, mowing the yard, and defrosting the refrigerator lies me, the Orkin Man. Glamorous, I know. See, 83% of ants, roaches, and other pests get in from the outside. Before they ever reach your welcome mat, call me at Orkin. I'm trained to put down a protective barrier to help keep bugs from ever getting in the first place. This is the Orkin Man saying, if it bugs you, bug me at 1-800-ORKIN-MAN.
The day has ended. Amber skies blend to twilight blue. The world softens a bit around the edges, and you release all the cares of the day. Now is the time for Bella Sera wine. Bella Sera Pinot Grigio from Italy. Pour a glass, relax. It's going to be a beautiful evening. Or as they say in Italian, it's going to be a Bella Sera. Imported by Bella Sera USA, Hayward, California.
Some people try to fix everything themselves.
What you doing, Dad?
Here, bud. Hold this wrench, will you?
Wow.
When you've got drain problems, it's time to call the Roto-Rooter professionals. Roto-Rooter technicians arrive on time, give you an accurate cost estimate up front, and they do the job right the first time. Guaranteed. So the next time you have a stopped-up drain, you know who to call.
Call Roto-Rooter. That's the name. And away goes trouble down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Visalia Oaks Baseball's brought to you by Hardcore 4x4 Visalia on AM 1270.
Bottom of the second inning in Rancho Cucamonga, the Oaks are leading 3-0. Little lag in the promotion wrapping up on the field. And so we'll wait an extra second before Sean Green gets the pitch to Nick Gorneau. Justin Turner and Azarius Corbeil batting this inning as well for Rancho Cucamonga. Gorneau with a .322 average, technically 9th in the league, as good as in a tie for 8th with his teammate Jeff Mathis. He swings and misses, though, at the first pitch from Green, and it's 0-1. Gorneau with 14 home runs this year, 72 RBI. He's got 35 doubles and is tied for the league lead in that department. Next pitch to him, line down the left field line. This will be a base hit. Might be double number 36. Over to get it, Jason Frome. Gorneau into second with his 36th double, so just as quick as Jason Nix tied him in the top of the inning with a leadoff double with 35 on the year. Gorneau goes back in front with his 36th down into the left field corner, and the Quakes have a man in scoring position with nobody out. Justin Turner, second baseman, 0 for 3 yesterday, was batting 9th, today hitting 6th with a .244 average, 7 home runs, and 43 RBI. Green looking in on the left-handed batter, and the pitch swung on and fouled back to the netting. 0-1. Well, we've pretty much completed the MK Medical California League report. Told you where everyone is at. Rancho Cucamonga third in the south, the Oaks first in the north. MK Medical reminds you that long-term oxygen therapy no longer has to change your daily activities because Helios puts you back in control. No more bulky, heavy equipment and the bother of frequent oxygen tank refilling. You owe it to yourself or a loved one. Contact MK Medical today. Find out if the Helios system is right for you. 627-3200. That's 627-3200 for MK Medical. Justin Turner takes a called strike, so it's 0-2. The next one from Green is outside and low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Oaks wearing the road gray uniforms again today with Visalia in maroon script across the front, trimmed in green and white. Quakes with the home whites and blue numbers on the back, and blue Quakes written across the front. 1-2, grounded slowly to short. Bernier picks it up, swings to first, a step and a half ahead of Turner for the first out in the inning, but Gorneau moves over to third. And first baseman Azarius Corbeil will get a chance to drive in the left fielder. Corbeil with a .266 average, 2 home runs and 31 batted in. Corbeil, another left-handed batter. No switch hitters on this Rancho Cucamonga roster, with the exception of Zach Riera, who is on deck. He is the newest Quake playing in his first game. Pitch to Corbeil, a strike on the outside edge. 0-1. Breeze today here in Rancho Cucamonga, if there is any. I guess it's blowing out towards right center. Flags here at the epicenter located down the right field line. 0-1. It's swung on and missed. Curveball came in and low on Corbeil. He's down 0-2. Got 4 flagpoles past the right field fence. American flag, California flag. Presume the third one is the city of Rancho Cucamonga flag, and then a minor league baseball flag. Here's a ground ball, bounced to short, taken by Bernier. He'll turn and throw to first in time. There's an out for the Quakes. Get a run. Scoring from third, Nick Gorneau. It was the liner. Gorneau actually had to hold up to make sure that Bernier wasn't going to catch it, and the best play was the sure out at first. Corbeil, the second out of the inning. It gets his 32nd RBI. It's 3-1 Visalia in the second. And Rancho Cucamonga has their first run of the series. Catcher Zach Riera bats for the first time in a Quakes uniform. He was originally signed as a free agent by the Pirates in June of 2000. Swings and fouls this one away on the left side of the infield, 0-1 over the seats. Played in New York Penn League with Williamsport in 2000. Hit just 133. And he started in the South Atlantic League with the Hickory Crawdads in 2001. Hit 143 there. We played a couple of games back in Williamsport. Here he grounds one slowly to short. Bernier charges, gloves, throws on the run to first. They get Riera by a half step, and that's the end of the inning. Talk more about his career coming up. But all 3 outs in the second inning, ground outs to the shortstop. But the Quakes get a run following the leadoff double by Nick Gorneau. And we move to the third. It's 3-1 Visalia on AM 1270.
You don't want to miss the first pitch of the playoffs for the second year in a row, so you're probably scrambling for dinner. Hey, think fast. Think eggs, like an omelet with mushrooms, cheese, and tomatoes, or anything else you like. Omelets are delicious, easy to make, and ready in minutes. So you get to the game on time, see the first pitch, your team sweeps the playoffs, and goes on to win the championship. All thanks to the incredible edible egg. Think fast. Think eggs. For other quick dinner ideas, visit aeb.org, the American Egg Board.
Choice Hottie, Choice Lip Lock, Choice Hippie Fit. The categories aren't normal, and neither is the award show. The 2003 Teen Choice Awards, hosted by David Spade. Tune in.
Do it for the children.
The one award where teens choose who rules movies, TV, music, and sports, with scheduled performances by Evanescence and Kelly Clarkson. And scheduled appearances by Britney Spears, Colin Farrell, Hillary Duff, and lots more.
From Bannifer to J-Flex, all the stars will be there.
It's the 2003 Teen Choice Awards, Wednesday, August 6th on Fox.
When it comes to insurance, whether personal, contractor insurance, or bonding, you want the best possible coverage at a competitive price. Sharp Insurance is established, a full-service insurance company celebrating their 26th anniversary this year with a track record of quality service and follow-through. Sharp Insurance specializes in commercial insurance and contractor bonding. For contractor liability, property, equipment, auto, business risk, or construction, visit Sharp Insurance and Bonding at 303 Northwest Street in Visalia or call 734-9246. Visalia Oaks Baseball's brought to you by Roto Rooter on AM 1270.
3-1 Visalia beginning the third in Rancho Cucamonga. Umpires for today's game presented by Visalia optometrist Dr. Steven Serens. Jake Buellin out behind the plate. Dave Buell is on the bases. They had their hands full for a few minutes last night when the Oaks actually batted out a turn. From treatment and management of eye diseases, comprehensive eye exams, and glasses in 1 hour, Dr. Steven Serens has many ways to help you see better than the umpires. Call him for an appointment. He can be reached at his Visalia office simply by dialing 737-9690. 737-9690. Dr. Steven Serens, office in the Costco Shopping Center on South Mooney Boulevard in Visalia. Corey Slavic standing in to start this inning for the Oaks. Left-handed hitter drew an RBI walk in the first inning. Now he's taken 2 pitches out of the strike zone. The next one from Steven Shell misses away. 3 balls and no strikes. Slavic 3 for 4 yesterday. Second in the Cal League with a 3.42 average. Dan Conway and Justin Lincoln also due to bat this inning for Visalia. Curveball, just too low. Ball 4. Slavic draws the walk for the second time. This time no RBI because he's the leadoff man in the inning, and he's down at first. Catcher Dan Conway bats next. He was hit by a pitch to drive in a run in the first inning. Without an official at-bat today, but his 33rd RBI in the first. 281 average, 1 of 4 yesterday. Right-handed batter, Quakes infield comes in just a couple of steps up the middle to look for a double play ball. Throw over to first, and Slavic gets back. Corey Slavic caught stealing in the 3rd inning last night, and that is the 3rd time this year that Slavic's been caught stealing and does not have a successful steal. The caught stealing was more or less why the Oaks batted out of turn, or the cause for the confusion. Here is a fly ball to right, coming in as Speedo toward the line, and jogs, gets under it, makes the catch. 1 out in the 3rd as Conway's retired. DH Justin Lincoln to bat next. Lincoln's 0 for 1 with a pop to right. Right-handed hitting designated hitter today. You are, by the way, listening to Visalia Oaks Baseball, presented by the Radisson Hotel Visalia and KJUG AM Tulare. Steven Shell with the pitch to Lincoln inside. He has to jump out of the way a little bit. 1 ball and no strikes. Gabe Skosen here at the epicenter in Rancho Cucamonga. Kevin Philpott is the K-Jug engineer. 1-0 on the way to Lincoln. Slavic is running, pitches outside. Throw to second is wide of the bag and in safely with the Oaks' second steal of the day is Corey Slavic, his first in the California League. Another stolen base presented by Performance Sound and Security. Don't let anything get stolen from you, including your car or from your car. Call the Alarm and Stereo professionals at Performance Sound and Security. Once again, that number, 636-7861. 636-7861 for Performance Sound and Security. In the meantime, ball 3 has been thrown to Justin Lincoln. There's activity already in the Quakes bullpen. Check of second, the 3-0 from Shell right down the middle. Lincoln taking all the way, and it's 3-1. It's Brian Williams, the right-hander, who's getting ready in the Rancho Cucamonga pen. Slavic at second with 1 out in the 3rd. The Oaks up 3-1. Shell checks second, 3-1 pitch inside, dropped by Riera, but Slavic stays put, and Lincoln drops the bat and goes on down to first with the 4th walk of the day issued by Steven Shell. Again, 1 out in the 3rd inning. Left fielder Jason Crome to bat next. Crome drew an RBI walk in the 1st inning. 2 on with 1 down for the Oaks. Left-handed batter with the open stance. And the pitch to him. Swung on and fouled off. 0-1. Crome, the native of Appleton, Wisconsin, now lives in the Chicago area. Went to Indiana State. 3rd-round pick a couple of years ago by the Rockies, but suffered an injury and saw limited playing time last year in the South Atlantic League. Here's a fly ball to center. Going back is Kimpton. Nick Kimpton makes the catch in front of the warning track. Slavic was a few steps off the bag at second, and so he does not try to tag and move to 3rd. Kimpton actually had a pretty good throw coming back to the infield right there. So it's 2 away in the 3rd. Wise decision for the Oaks not to try and tag up and move to 3rd on that one. Bobby Meacham, the Rancho Cucamonga manager, headed out to the mound to see Steven Shell, who takes a few steps off the mound toward the dugout and meets Meacham, who pats him on the back and takes him back up to the top of the mound. We'll see if Bobby just has a couple words for Steven Shell or if he's going to make a change. Well, anxiously awaiting that decision again, Brian Williams. Pretty much ready to go down to the left field pen for the Quakes. The sun continues to come out and now go behind the clouds again. Melvin Rosario waits on deck. 2 down in the inning with 2 on. The Oaks leading 3-1 in the third. Meacham still out there with Shell out to the mound. Jake Hewlin out, the home plate umpire. He's still there. And Meacham's going to leave him in there. Bobby Meacham turns around and takes the slow walk back to the dugout. And it's still Brian Williams preparing in the Quakes bullpen. Slavic with a 5-step lead off second. At first is Justin Lincoln. Throw back to second. Slavic dives back in head first. A throw pickoff attempt taken by Tommy Murphy, the shortstop. That could be some of the instruction, too. We'll just work on the base runner, see if he can get anybody picked off. Pitch to Rosario. Swung on and bounced just outside the bag at first base, only by a few inches, and it goes all the way down to the Oaks bullpen in the right field corner. 0-1. Melvin's 0-4-1 today. Slide to left to end the first inning. And yes, he is the number 9 hitter this afternoon. Rosario stands with the bat resting on his shoulder. 0-1. Outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Melvin Rosario, a 24th round draft pick in 1997. So a longtime member of the Rockies farm system. 24 years old. 1-1 pitch. Swung on and bounced to first, taken by Corbeil. Will run to the bag himself, retire Rosario, and end of the inning. No runs, hits, or errors. There's 2 walks and 2 left on base in the top of the third. Bottom of the inning up next. 3-1 Visalia on AM 1270.
Olay Total Effect 7X salutes power poet Adrienne Frost as she gets aging off her chest.
I will not scour my face. I will not peel my face. I will not tighten, whittle, pull, stretch my face. I will not glue, tape, sew, staple, stitch my face. I will not plaster, shellac, paint, caulk, nail, wallpaper, decoupage, quilt, or stencil my face. I will not shrink my face. I will not blast my face. I will not dust, vacuum, or no buildup wax my face. I will not dismiss, disguise, disown, disregard, disrespect, dislike my face. Aging is an art form, but my face is not a craft project.
Defy aging one fine line after another. Olay Total Effect 7X now has more power and fights 7 signs of aging. It even moisturizes better than several major department store brands. Visit Olay.com for details on the Total Effects Power Poetry search.
Hey, it's Mike O'Neill, production director of West Coast Broadcasting. Summer's here and all the fun summer brings. Swimming, vacationing, contact lenses, glasses. Don't have time for that, do you? Well, you don't have to. 688-2020, the Sunult Eye Institute, Tulare. LASIK surgery with the excimer laser is your answer. Call 688-2020. 688-2020 for your free consultation. The Sunult Eye Institute, Tulare. Do it today. There's nothing to lose but those glasses or contact lenses.
Visalia Oaks Baseball is brought to you by Don Sharp Insurance and Bonding in Visalia on AM 1270.
Bottom of the third inning, 3-1. Oaks leading here in Rancho Cucamonga. Activity has ceased in the Quakes bullpen. Brian Williams was up and throwing in the top of the inning, but we'll presume that Stephen Shell is going to stay in and come back out for the top of the fourth. Sean Green on the hill for Visalia, facing Nick Kimpton, the number 9 hitter, to start the third inning. Tommy Murphy, Jason Espedo also due to bat. Oaks will be home next Tuesday. Also the next Osh 2 for Tuesday. Stop by Orchard Supply Hardware on Walnut near Mooney and Visalia. Think of a 2 for Tuesday voucher. Good for 2. General admission tickets for the price of 1. Untry by Kimpton. Popped up to second base. Ooh. Tried to lay down the bunt and instead skied it over the mound, and Jason Nix came running into the infield grass and made the catch for the first out in the third inning on the first pitch. Tipton 0 for 1 today. Back to the top of the order, and Tommy Murphy, who swung at the first pitch in the first inning, grounded it to short. Left-handed batter. Delivery from Green. There's a bunt try. Third base side goes foul. 0-1. Anyway, Osh 2 for Tuesdays. Every Tuesday home game. Keep it in mind. Go get that coupon from Osh and Walnut and Visalia. 6:35 p.m. the first pitch next Tuesday as the Oaks host the Bakersfield Blaze in the first of a very brief two-game home series. And 4 in Bakersfield right after that. Bunt shown, pitch is well outside from Green. Murphy even in the count at 1-1. Visalia playing the middle game today in a 9-game road trip. 1-1. Inside, and Murphy jumped out of the way and went through to the backstop. 2-1. Brian Williams has started to throw in the bullpen again for Rancho Cucamonga, so maybe he will come out to begin the top of the fourth. Green's 2-1, swung on and bounced back to the mound, taking it a very short second hop, throw to first, and it's just in time to get Tommy Murphy. Sheely may have applied the tag on the way by, but it looked like his feet were still on the bag when the catch was made on the throw from Green. 2 away in the third. Jason Espino, the right fielder, bats next. Espino's 0 for 1 with a strikeout swinging.
Right fielder, number 2,
Espino, left-handed batter, 1 hit in his first 4 at-bats in the set. Delivery from Green. Breaks outside, or didn't break. 1 ball and no strikes. And during the daytime here at Rancho Cucamonga, you can see the development sprawling up the hillside. There's a ground ball on the right side, gathered by Nix. He'll throw to first, 3 steps ahead of Espino. It's a 1-2-3 inning, the first of the day for Sean Green. 3 in the books, 3-1 Oaks in Rancho Cucamonga on AM 1270.
Hi, my name's Beth Shank. I have lost over 115 pounds taking the T-Burn and Fat Attack combo. I've lost a total of 185 pounds. I lost 70 pounds, which is diet and exercise, and I hit a plateau, and I was getting very discouraged, and that's when my cousin told me she had lost about 70 pounds with the T-Burn and Fat Attack combo. Right when I started taking it, the weight just fell off, and I lost 115 pounds, and it was all because of the T-Burn and Fat Attack combo.
Sometimes diet and exercise just aren't enough to help you lose weight. That's why we've created the T-Burn combo. Simple, effective, fast. T-Burn gives you the convenience, control, and power you need to start losing weight today. Find out why America's newest fat burner is becoming America's #1 choice. The T-Burn Combo. Order now at fatfreecombo.com or call 877-FAT-FREE, 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 877-FAT-FREE.
Honey, where's Mikey? He needs to clean his room.
In the backyard, practicing his golf swing.
You're kidding me, right?
Okay, I guess not. When you need to replace one or more of your windows, talk with the Glass Shop of Visalia about Milgard replacement windows. Milgard replacement windows are designed to keep out the heat of summer, and it's not as expensive as you might think. The Glass Shop professionals can install Milgard windows quickly, and be sure to ask about the lifetime guarantee. Call the Glass Shop for a free estimate, 732-5986. They're on the East Main Extension. The Glass Shop in Milgard, clearly the best. Visalia Oaks Baseball is brought to you by Singular Wireless and Visalia Porterville Hanford on AM 1270.
In the top of the fourth inning this afternoon, the Wednesday matinee here in Rancho Cucamonga, the Oaks are leading the Quakes 3-1, and there is a new pitcher that's come on for Rancho Cucamonga, and that is Brian Williams. Williams started the season with Cedar Rapids in the Midwest League, the low A affiliate for Anaheim, and when he was with the Colonels, spelled Kernerals. That's how you spell corn kernel, right? 7 appearances, 7.94 ERA. That was all in the month of April. But since coming to Rancho Cucamonga, fortunately for the Quakes, he's done a little bit better. 6.69, 2-3. Facing the leadoff man, Jason Nix is batting for the third time today. Nix takes ball one down low. Right-handed hitter. And the next one is a fastball that misses outside, 2-0. Nix 1 for 2 with a double and a steal. Both in the second inning, but he ended up stranded at third, even though he led off with the double. And the pitch to him is in the dirt. 3-0. So 3 innings today for the starter, Steven Shell. And he gives up 4 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned. He walked 4. Pitch to Nix is down low. That's ball 4. So 5 walks issued by Rancho Cucamonga as a staff today. 1 strikeout for Shell, and he hit a batter. 2 of the walks and 1 of the hit by pitches, resulting in RBIs in the first inning. So Nix is at first. He stole his 19th base of the year in the second inning. We'll see what he does here with nobody out and Doug Bernier at the plate. The switch hitters 1 for 2 with a bunt single and a run scored in the first. Nix jogged out a few extra steps away from second on that pitch to Bernier, which is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Bernier lined softly to the shortstop in the second inning. Double play depth for the Quakes infield. And the pitch, that's high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Brian Williams, his real first name is John, his middle name Brian, but he goes by Brian. Has not pitched since Saturday here against High Desert. 2 innings, a run and a hit given up. It was a home run that he allowed. A 1-1 to Bernier. Nix is running. Pitch swung on and missed. Throw to second, wide of the bag, and the tag is not in time. Heck of an athletic effort by Tommy Murphy, the shortstop, who reached to his right across his body to pull in the throw from Riera, the catcher, and then spun around and tried to tag Nix with a head-first dive, but not able to do so. Another performance sound and security stolen base for the Oaks, and that's the 20th of the season for Jason Nix, his second of the afternoon. In the meantime, 1-2 on Bernier, who chased a pitch that was way outside from Williams. Next one comes inside. Bernier grounds it to first base. Corbeil comes into the baseline, picks it up, goes 1 step to his left to the bag for the out. Nix, in the meantime, moves to third, so the Oaks are presented with the same situation that they had in the second inning. Nix at third base and 1 out. See if they can get the run across this time. Phillips struck out in the second. Dan Phillips, the right fielder, 1 for 2, singled and scored in the first. Infield brought in for Rancho Cucamonga to the baseline. And the pitch to Phillips is swung on and fouled straight back. 0-1. 3-1 Oaks. We'll be back to an evening game tomorrow. 7:15 p.m. first pitch. Radisson pregame show at 7:02. 0-1 to Phillips. Swung on and lined to second base. A diving stop by Turner. And it's the second out of the inning. Dan Phillips certainly hit the ball hard, but Turner, even playing in, was able to reach out and grab the line drive. Nix has to stay at third, and it'll be up to Ryan Sheely again. 2 down, and Sheely's 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored in the first. Grounded to the third baseman and the second. Right-handed batter facing Williams for the first time. Pitch is there for a strike, 0-1. Ryan Williams pitched in Visalia on June 18th. Gave up a run on 2 hits and 1 inning of work. Struck out 1 and threw a wild pitch. Throws this one in the dirt. 1-1. For the season, with the Quakes, Williams making his 18th appearance. He's now thrown 37 innings and has given up 50 hits. Throws a strike on the outside portion of the plate. Belled high to Sheely, 1-2. 35 runs, 27 earned allowed by Williams. 8 homers. He's walked 23 after the free pass to Nix to start this inning with 15 strikeouts. We said 2 and 3, 6.69 ERA. 1-2 to Sheely. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Got him to chase the curveball, and that's the end of the inning. Strikeout number 16 for Brian Williams. So no runs, hits, or errors in the fourth for the Oaks. They strand another base runner. That's 7 in the game. And we'll go to the bottom of the fourth with Visalia leading 3-1 on AM 1270.
Olay Total Effects 7X salutes power poet Adrienne Frost as she gets aging off her chest.
I will not scour my face. I will not peel my face. I will not tighten, whittle, pull, stretch my face. I will not glue, tape, sew, staple, stitch my face. I will not plaster, shellac, paint, caulk, nail, wallpaper, decoupage, quilt, or stencil my face. I will not shrink my face. I will not blast my face. I will not dust, vacuum, or no buildup wax my face. I will not dismiss, disguise, disown, disregard, disrespect, dislike my face. Aging is an art form, but my face is not a crafts project.
Defy aging one fine line after another. Olay Total Effects 7X now has more power and fights 7 signs of aging. It even moisturizes better than several major department store brands. Visit Olay.com for details on the Total Effects Power Poetry search.
Located in the heart of downtown Visalia, experience all the luxuries the Radisson Visalia has to offer. From their award-winning lunch pasta bar to a great dinner, all of your favorites can be found at Bolo's Restaurant. The Radisson Visalia is pleased to be the official team hotel of the Visalia Oaks. On your next trip to Visalia to see your Oaks play, stay at the Radisson downtown and be sure to ask about the friends and family rate. Call 559-636-1111 to make your reservation.
Visalia Oaks Baseball is brought to you by Buckman Mitchell Insurance in Visalia on AM 1270.
3-1 Oaks, bottom of the fourth inning. Part of the Quakes order coming up. Jeff Mathis, Dallas McPherson, and Nick Gorno. Sean Green has allowed 2 hits and the 1 run through his first 3 innings of work. Pitch to Mathis, swung on and missed. 0-1 is the count. Jeff Mathis 1 for 1 with a single in the first inning with 2 out, ended up stranded at first base. Next pitch misses low. 1-1. Sean Green's longest outing of the year, his last one when he started against Inland Empire last Wednesday, and he throws this one to Mathis. It's popped up first base side, foul territory. Sheely near the wall, can't get it over near the screen as well. Jason Nix. And he runs out of room. It landed about 3 or 4 feet over the screen that they have down the right field line in the picnic area. Concrete 2-tiered picnic area here on both sides in Rancho Cucamonga. One past the seats down the right field line, and another on the left field side. It's 1-2 on Mathis. Pitch from Green, misses outside. A fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Time to take our look at the Blitz Sports Bar out-of-town scoreboard. Blitz Sports Bar, a party place without the attitude on Locust near Center in downtown Visalia. Blitz Sports Bar. Fastball to Mathis, swung out and fouled at home plate. Conway couldn't come up with a catch there. 2-2. One game in the National League going on right now at Wrigley Field in Chicago. And the Cubs are trailing San Francisco 6-2 in the bottom of the ninth. Here's a ground ball on the left side. Sloppy, the third baseman, charges gloves, throws to first, just barely ahead of Mathis, 1 down in the 4th inning. Somewhat of a close play over at first because Slavic waited to get the right hop as it bounced to him, even though he came in on the infield grass to get it. Cleanup hitter Dallas McPherson is the Quakes third baseman. For his first 4 in this series. Grounded to second to end the first inning today. Left-handed batter takes a strike. 0-1. Breeze has picked up a little bit, blowing out toward right field. 0-1. And this is outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, a day here in Rancho Cucamonga where the sun kind of comes and goes. There's been more bright cloudiness over the field than anything else. 1-1 pitch. This is line to right field. That's a base hit. Phillips up with it. It looked like he thought about throwing to first because McPherson was jogging down there. Saw that play in the big leagues last night that the Oaks Parent Club Colorado made in Cincinnati. Right fielder throwing out the runner at first on what probably should have been a single. But not the case here as McPherson is on with the one-out hit in the fourth inning. Nick Gorneau, representing the tying run, is at the plate. He swings and fouls one to the screen behind home. 0-1. Gorneau with his 36th double of the year to lead the Cal League in the second inning. Scored the only run the Quakes have so far in this series. 3-1 Oaks in the bottom of the fourth. McPherson on a three-step lead from the bag at first. Will throw over there, and he gets back. Doug Bernier, the shortstop, in a little bit. Here's a ground ball on the right side. Nix will have to wait on it to come to him. He throws to first in time to get the sure out, a couple steps ahead of Ryan Sheely. You know, in a double play situation, Nix was not playing in right there. Bernier was in a couple of steps, but Nix back on the back edge of the outfield grass, and it was a slow roller on the right side. Nix had his only play at first, so the Oaks get their second out of the inning. McPherson on the second. And second baseman Justin Turner to bat next. He's 0 for 1 with a ground to the shortstop. Left-handed batter pitch to him is outside. 1-0. Green checks back to second. A 1-0 pitch. This is bounced on the first base side foul. 1-1. Sun has come out and shining in full force once again. Heard of a comment an inning or so ago that you can see the development of the sprawl going up the hillside. There's a mountain that's probably the most prominent natural thing that you see when you're here at the epicenter of Rancho Cucamonga. It's off to the left field side. 1-1. That's outside. A check swing by Turner. 2-1. How many thousand feet the thing is or how far away it is. It's just a very imposing look. I mean, it looks like it's maybe 10 miles away, tops. 3-1. That's a strike. Actually, it was 2-1, so now the count's 2-2. So you can see there's a gradual slope as opposed to any kind of rolling foothills to get up to that thing, and you can watch as the city is stretching out in that direction. 2-2. Grounded foul on the first base side. Caught by whoever's coaching first over there for Rancho Cucamonga. None other than Javi Rodriguez, last night's second baseman. Count holds at 2-2 on Justin Turner. Green with the 2-2, grounded on the right side, through for a base hit. Runners being waved home. Phillips with a throw to the plate. It's cut off by Sheely, and the Quakes have cut the lead to 3-2. Throw would have been a little bit offline. Sheely halfway home from first, cut it off about 2 feet in from the first baseline. And scoring from second is Dallas McPherson. RBI single for Justin Turner. And McPherson comes all the way around at 3-2. Now the tying run is on base for the first time today for the Quakes. Bottom of the fourth inning, 2 down, 1 on. 3-2 Visalia. Azarius Corbeil with an RBI in the second inning and a ground out to short. Fouls one away. It's 0-1. Four hits now for each of these teams. And a close one this afternoon. The 0-1 from Green. Curveball in there for a strike. 0-2. A reminder, if you haven't done so yet this season, stop by the newly renovated Recreation Park and check out the brand new Visalia Buick Pontiac GMC Barbecue Picnic Deck. 0-2 pitch, popped up, left field. Going out is Slavic, coming in from the left fielder near the line, stops, makes the catch, and the inning is over. But the Quakes add a run on 2 hits in the 4th inning. There are no errors, and 1 man is left on base. And we have played for it. 3-2. Visalia now holding a slim lead on AM 1270.
These days, people across the country are all about freedom. The freedom to go, do, and live better. And what better way than with America's Choice Family Share Plan with Verizon Wireless for just $39.99 a month. Cellular Plus Paging can make it easy for you to share more minutes than ever before. Visit the professionals at Cellular Plus Paging, 701 North Main, a block north of the post office in Hanford, or their new store in Kingsburg on Draper today to start sharing more with the ones you love. Subject to terms of customer agreement and calling plan with new 1-year agreement. Other charges, restrictions, and a $175 early termination fee apply. See your authorized Verizon Wireless dealer, Cellular Plus Paging, for details.
When we've got a problem, the last thing we need is another problem. So when we've got a plumbing or drain problem, I call Roto-Rooter. First, the Roto-Rooter guy shows up on time. I like that. Next, he takes a look at the problem and tells me how much it's going to cost. No surprises. You gotta like that. Finally, when he's done, it's gone. The problem is gone. Guaranteed. That's how I like it. I make a call, the problem goes away. Too bad Roto-Rooter doesn't fix cars.
Call Roto-Rooter, that's the name, and away goes trouble down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Call 1-800-GET-ROTO today. When it comes to insurance, whether personal, contractor insurance, or bonding, you want the best possible coverage at a competitive price. Sharp Insurance is established, a full-service insurance company celebrating their 26th anniversary this year with a track record of quality service and follow-through. Sharp Insurance specializes in commercial insurance and contractor bonding. For contractor liability, property, equipment, auto, business risk, or construction, visit Sharp Insurance and Bonding at 303 Northwest Street in Visalia or call 734-9246. Visalia Oaks Baseball is brought to you by the Sunalt Eye Institute in Tulare on AM 1270.
There's a 3-2 Visalia lead beginning the 5th inning. The number 5 hitter, Corey Slavic, will be leading off. Dan Conway and Justin Lincoln also due to that. Slavic, left-handed hitter, and the pitch from Brian Williams is up and in. Slavic has to duck out of the way. 1 ball and no strikes. Saw that from Stephen Shell, the starter, who walked 4 and hit a batter. 2 of the walks and the hit by pitch, each producing an RBI for the Oaks. 1-0 to Slavic. There for a strike, 1-1. After the hit by pitch to Dan Conway in the first inning, Justin Lincoln had to get out of the way of a Stephen Shell pitch. Next one to Slavic outside. 2-0. 2-1. Corey Slavic today has walked twice, drove in a run with one of those walks in the first. Stole his first base of the season in the 2nd inning. Pitch to him misses low. It's 3-1. Conway and then Justin Lincoln due to hit in this inning also. Brian Williams, 3-1. Hit in the air to left field. Going out is Murphy, the shortstop, coming in Gorneau. The left fielder makes the grab. 1 away in the 5th. Catcher Dan Conway, 0 for 1 with a fly to right. He was hit by a pitch to drive in his 33rd run of the season in the first inning. All right, Visalia Buick Pontiac GMC Barbecue Picnic Deck, newly built this year at Recreation Park. It's down the left field line. It's 4 tiers high. It's got ceiling fans covering the whole bit, and you can get an all-you-can-eat dinner out there for an hour and a half for your company picnic, or if you're entertaining clients or a family reunion, anything for any kind of a group you're a part of. Call the Oaks to book your day today. There are some left for the month of August on the Oaks home schedule. 625-0480. Conway swings at a 1-0 pitch and hits it deep to left center. Gorneau goes back. He will watch, and this one is gone. A home run for Dan Conway. A classic charter round trip. And it is Conway's 3rd classic charter round trip of the year. Classic Charter, the official bus carrier of the Visalia Oaks. Plan your round trip today by calling 738-1111. That's 738-1111 for Classic Charter. 4-0 for Geez, 4-2. Keep it straight. Top of the fifth inning. The Oaks are leading. We do know that. Swinging a foul back by Justin Lincoln. 0-1. So Conway takes Brian Williams deep. And it's back to a 2-run lead for the Oaks after the Quakes cut it to 1 with a run to the bottom of the fourth. Strike to Lincoln makes it 1-1. Right-handed hitting DH, and the next pitch is bounced to third. Coming in, McPherson gloves it near the bag, throw to first, a step ahead of Lincoln. There's 2 away in the fifth. Home run number 3 on the year for Dan Conway. Now Conway has equaled his season total in triples, which is also 3. 2 RBI in the day, and he's got 34. 2 down, the base is empty. Here's left fielder Jason Frome. Frome 0 for 1 with an RBI walk in the first. He flied to center in the third inning. There's a called strike thrown to Frome. 0-1. 95th home run of the year for Visalia. Now 4 behind Rancho Cucamonga for second in the league. Third ball misses outside. 1-1. The Oaks, however, continue to be the 9th best hitting team for the season in the Cal League out of the 10 teams with a .264 season average. Fastball right down the middle makes it 1-2 on Frome. San Jose at .257 is 10th. 1-2 pitch from Williams. Through one that was a little too high. 2-2. League leader Lancaster hitting .297 for the season. 2-2 pitch, swung on and bounced just fair on the right side of the mound. Off the hill, Williams picks it up, throws the first step and a half ahead of Frome, and that's the end of the inning. A full swing, but just a slow bouncer that went up the first baseline, and that ends the top of the fifth. But Dan Conway's third home run of the season makes it a 4-2 Oaks lead going to the bottom of the fifth on AM 1270.
Ryan Atwood was a good kid caught in a bad situation.
I want you out of my house. Mom, where am I going to go?
Now he's getting another chance at life.
You brought him home?
He's a kid who has no one and nowhere to go.
In a world of wealth and privilege.
Welcome to the OC.
But in Orange County, things aren't always what they seem.
What do you think of Newport?
I think I can get in less trouble where I'm from.
You have no idea.
The OC, a new series, premiering Tuesday, August 5th on Fox.
There's a slight change in the air, a whisper of a cool breeze. Shades of violet slowly glide through the twilight sky. It's nature's final touches to the day. A perfect time for Bella Sera Chardonnay, a new Italian-style Chardonnay that's easy, just like evenings were meant to be. It's going to be a beautiful evening, or as they say in Italian, it's going to be a Bella Sera. Imported by Bella Sera USA, Hayward, California.
No matter how healthy you are now, after age 65, you have over a 70% chance of needing some kind of long-term care. That's why you need long-term care insurance from State Farm Mutual Automobile Insurance Company. It can help protect you from the costs of extended care. And who better to talk to than your local State Farm agent? We live where you live.
In Tulare, call Jim Parsley Jr. for costs and complete coverage details on long-term care insurance.
Statistics cited in Long-Term Care, Knowing the Risk, Paying the Price, Health Insurance Association of America, 1997.
Visalia Oaks Baseball is brought to you by The Glass Shop in Visalia on AM 1270.
Bottom of the fifth, 4-2. The Oaks leading this afternoon in Rancho Cucamonga. For the Quakes, Zach Riera, Nick Kimpton, and Tommy Murphy batting. Right-handed Sean Green to the switch-hitting catcher batting left-handed. And it's outside for ball one. Riera 0 for 1 with ground out to the shortstop, which ended the second inning. All 3 outs in that inning were ground balls to Doug Bernier. He swings and fouls this one to the net behind home plate, 1-1. Riera 0 for 1 all time in the California League. Pirates cut him loose last year, July 5th, and he signed on in the Independent Frontier League. career as a hitter, 226. That's including a 338 mark in Indy ball last summer over 23 games. 2-1 outside. 3 balls and 1 strike on Riera. Zach Riera, a native of Tallahassee, Florida, still lives there and went to Tallahassee Community College. Pitch to him, down low, ball 4. Riera on base for the first time in the Angels system. Draws a no-out walk in the 5th inning. Center fielder Nick Kimpton will bat next. Kimpton popped a bunt try to second baseman Jason Nick. That's right, popped a bunt try out to the second baseman. That was leading off the 3rd, 0 for 1. Next time the Oaks play at home on a Friday, not only will it be the next Bank of the Sierra player poster night, which happens at every Friday home game, it will be Alpine Meats Hot Dog Night. Alpine Meats Hot Dogs given to the first 500 fans entering the game. First pitch to Kimpton. There for a strike, and it's 0-1. Also, the first 500 fans will get full-color player posters presented by Bank of the Sierra and Idea Printing and Graphics. That's Friday, August 15th, 7:05 p.m. First pitch against Stockton. 0-1 pitch fouled back. And it's 0-2 on Kimpton, who showed off his arm a couple of innings ago on a throw into second base. But if you'd like tickets to Alpine Meats Hot Dog Night or the next Bank of the Sierra autograph and poster night, the player on the poster signs autographs for the first half hour. The gates are open. Call the Oaks for tickets. The number is 625-0480. 0-2 misses away to Kimpton. 1-2. Kimpton, a left-handed batter. And the 1-2 pitch, that's outside. 2-2. Activity begins for the first time in the Oaks right field bullpen. Left-hander Nick Webb is up and throwing. On a 2.5-step lead at first for Riera. Pitch to Kimpton misses away. 3 balls and 2 strikes. By the way, Riera, all time in his affiliated baseball days, has 3 stolen bases. 3-2 pitch. That misses for ball 4. So Sean Green issues a pair of walks to start the 5th inning. Puts 2 on with nobody out. Webb continues to throw, and Oaks pitching coach Jim Bennett will go out to the mound. That means it's a Peninsula Messenger Service mound visit. Jim Bennett trying to deliver his message to Sean Green. You can get your message or bank deposit or title delivered where it needs to be by calling Peninsula Messenger Service. 734-6328. 734-6328 for Peninsula Messenger Service. Tommy Murphy, the shortstop, is going to be batting next. And he's 0 for 2 with a ground ball to the Oaks shortstop and also 1 hit back to the mound. Bennett's out there with Dan Conway, pitcher Sean Green, and the third baseman Corey Slavic. The other infielders for the Oaks converging behind the mound a little bit to the right. The home plate umpire Jake Ulenoff goes out there to break up the conference. 4-2, the Oaks leading in the bottom of the 5th inning, but the tying run is on at first in the form of Nick Kimpton. Zach Riera at second, and here's Tommy Murphy representing the lead run at the plate. Murphy, left-handed batter. As we said, he's 0 for 2. Green looks back to second. The pitch to Murphy, fouled back. 0-1 is the count. Obviously, you can hear all of the throngs of daycare kids that are camped out right in front of us here in Rancho Cucamonga. Probably about 1,500 of them. 0-1 pitch. Swung on and grounded fair down the left field line. A runner will be waved around. It's Riera, picked up by Frome and left. Throw to second, not in time. Tommy Murphy in with an RBI double. Riera scores from second. It's 4-3 Visalia. And Jason Espino, the right fielder, will come up next. Double number 21 for Tommy Murphy. Down the right field line. So Kimpton to third, Riera scores, Murphy's at second, and the batter will be Jason Espino, the right fielder. 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground ball to second. Sean Green still out there, and the pitch swung on and bounced foul, first base side, 0-1. Nick Webb still throwing in the right field corner bullpen for the Oaks. Speedo's left-handed. Mathis, the catcher, is right-handed. Webb's a lefty, so Green might have a couple hitters left. Pitch is outside. 1-1 on Jason Espedo. Green delivers. It bounced on the right side. Nix will take it. This will tie the game. Throw to first is there in time, but the Quakes have tied it up 4-4. Kimpton scores from third. Murphy moves to third. And it's an RBI ground out for Jason Espedo. His 47th run batted in this year. Finally, one out in the inning, but the lead run is at third base. Oaks infield brought all the way in. Quakes looking for their first lead in the series. Here's Jeff Mathis, 1 for 2 with a single to left in the first. He grounded to third in the fourth inning. Green's pitch swung on and bounced foul. Goes behind home plate to the netting. 0-1. A strikeout here would be clutch. Dallas McPherson, a lefty, the cleanup man, is on deck, one of the league leaders in home runs. So you would think that this will be the last batter faced by Sean Green. 0-1. Outside and a fastball. 1 ball and 1 strike. All the way around. Slavic at third. Bernier, the shortstop. Nix at second. Shealy at first. All in the baseline. 1-1 comes inside. And it's 2-1 on Jeff Mathis. Tommy Murphy is at third. 2 runs in this inning with only 1 out. And the game is tied at 4. Visalia snapped a 4-game losing streak with a win yesterday. 5-0. The offense will have to go back to work if they're going to win again today. Curveball inside. 3-1 on Mathis. Each team with 4 runs on 5 hits. Green. Set. Here's the 3-1. Fastball line to left field. That's a base hit, and the Quakes have taken the lead. Murphy scores from third. Mathis with an RBI single, his second hit of the day. Run batted in number 54, and Stu Cole will go out to the mound. That'll be all for Sean Green. Nick Webb will try and get the last 2 outs here in the 5th inning. 5-4, Rancho Cucamonga. This is our Peninsula Messengers. No, it's not. It's our recycling relief break presented by the California Department of Conservation. We all like to see a good pitch. You can make one, too, not from the pitcher's mound, but from wherever you happen to be. Just make your pitch by putting recyclable items in the proper receptacles. The Visalia Oaks and the California Department of Conservation thank you for helping the environment one pitch at a time. Sean Green's day is done. Tell you about that when we come back. Nick Webb has come on to try and clean things up. The Oaks down 5-4 in the bottom of the 5th. We'll be back in a minute on AM 1270.
Fellow success seekers, today's message is a simple one. If you want to maximize your dreams and realize the full potential of your life, I am here to tell you that there is just one thing you have to do. Think like a can. Because a can can be anything. It just has to be recycled. And once it is, a can possesses that one thing you desire, infinite promise. Just think of all the things a can be. A picnic table, a window frame, or playground equipment. It can be that many things and more, and so can you. Because, my friends, to think like a can is to think I can. All you have to do is wake up every morning, stand before the mirror, look yourself in the eye, and say, you can.
Recycle. It's good for the bottle. It's good for the can. Brought to you by the California Department of Conservation.
Nick Webb on the pitch for the Oaks. Visalia trailing 5-4 in the bottom of the fifth inning. Sean Green today 4 1/3 innings. To this point, he's given up 5 runs. The man at first is his responsibility. 6 hits allowed, 2 walks, and a strikeout. 1 out in the fifth inning. Nick Webb will be facing Dallas McPherson, left-handed hitting cleanup man to start. And Webb is pitching for the first time since Friday night in San Jose when he took the loss. 6 innings as the starter. 5 runs allowed on just 4 hits. Gave up the long ball twice. Walked 2 and struck out 4. Giving up 2 home runs to San Jose in that ballpark. That's somewhat of an anomaly. San Jose bottom of the league in number of home runs. They've got 60 for the season. Webb faced Rancho Cucamonga June 17th in Visalia. 5 innings as the starter. 4 runs, 3 earned, allowed, 9 hits. Got a no decision. First pitch to McPherson there for a strike. It's 0-1. Dallas McPherson singled and scored last inning. 1 for 2. He grounded the second and the first. And the 0-1 pitch swung on and fouled at home plate. 0-2. At first base, the runner is Jeff Mathis, provided the go-ahead RBI single just a few moments ago. Up the middle, the Oaks infield brought in the double play down. And the 0-2, and well, that'll wait. Throw to first, and Mathis gets back. Jeff Mathis with 5 steals and 8 attempts this season. Webb is appearing for the 25th time this year. He's thrown 71 1/3 innings so far. 0-2 to McPherson, grounded past the diving Sheely and into right field, a base hit. Phillips up with it, he'll fire toward third, cut off by Bernier between second and third. Staying at second after the hit is Mathis. So that is the 3rd hit of the inning for Rancho Cucamonga, their 7th on the afternoon. McPherson at first, Mathis the second. Next batter, Nick Gorneau, the left fielder. 1 for 2 with a double and a ground out to second. Nick Webb, in his 71 1/3 innings, has now given up 96 hits, 44 runs, 38 earned, 7 home runs allowed, 28 walks, but 64 strikeouts. He's thrown wild pitches 7 times at 1.3 in a game. 4 balks. There's a ground ball to the shortstop. Bernier charges. Looks the second. The only play is the first. They get Gorneau by a step, 2 away in the inning. But both of the runners move up to in scoring position. Mathis to third. McPherson to second. The batter will be second baseman Justin Turner, the 8th to hit in this inning. Webb for the season 3-2 with a save and ERA coming in at 4.79. As a reliever, Nick Webb 1-1 with a save, 5.03 ERA. Left-handed hitting Turner takes a strike. It's 0-1. Getting a little less bright now. It's been cloudy for a few minutes. Starting to gloom over a little bit. 0-1 from Webb. Swung on and missed. Threw him a curveball. 0-2. So just as was the case against Dallas McPherson, the first man to face Webb this afternoon. The lefty's ahead in the count, 0-2. This time, though, it's Justin Turner, the second baseman. Pitch from Webb. Outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch. That's in the dirt. 2-2. Mathis at third, McPherson at second. Oaks trailing 5-4. On the bottom of the fifth inning here at Rancho Cucamonga with 2 out. Visalia has won 8 in a row against the Quakes. They need to come back today to make it 9 in a row. 2-2. Outside and low on a fastball. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Turner steps out. The left-handed batter back in. Bends the knees quite a bit. Leans in toward the plate, although he stands off the plate a foot and a half or so. And then he takes ball 4 down low to draw a walk and lead the bases. Mathis still at third. McPherson at second. Turner at first. Bases juice for Azarias Corbeil, the 9th man to bat in the inning. Corbeil's 0 for 2. Drove in a run and a ground ball to short in the second. Corbeil popped to left to end last inning. Lefty versus lefty. Webb with the pitch. Outside, 1 ball and no strikes. The only time the Quakes have led in this series has been in this inning. 1-0 pitch. Swung on and bounced on the first base side. Shealy gloves. He'll take it to the bag himself, waving off Nick Webb, and wins the foot race by a full 2 steps over Azarias Corbeil, and that's the end of the inning. Rancho Cucamonga leaves the bases full, but they also score 3 times to take a 5-4 lead, and they do it on 3 hits, no errors in the inning. 6th inning on the way next. 5-4 Quakes on AM 1270.
Hi, my name's Beth Shank. I have lost over 115 pounds taking the T-Burn and Fat Attack combo. I've lost a total of 185 pounds. I lost 70 pounds, which is diet and exercise, and I hit a plateau, and I was getting very discouraged, and that's when my cousin told me she had lost about 70 pounds with the T-Burn and Fat Attack combo. Right when I started taking it, the weight just fell off, and I lost 115 pounds, and it was all because of the T-Burn and Fat Attack combo.
Sometimes diet and exercise just aren't enough to help you lose weight. That's why we've created the T-Burn combo. Simple, effective, fast. T-Burn gives you the convenience, control, and power you need to start losing weight today. Find out why America's newest fat burner is becoming America's #1 choice. The T-Burn Combo. Order now at fatfreecombo.com or call 877-FAT-FREE, 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 877-FAT-FREE.
While a look out the window can tell you what the weather currently is, growers require more of a heads up to help them make decisions affecting the bottom line. John Hibbler Weather Forecasting can provide that information by fax, email, and online. Each offers detailed rain, wind, and seasonal frost summaries, evapotranspiration and degree day information, long-range forecasts, and much more. Put John's weather forecasting skills to work for your ag business by calling 1-866-419-3590 today, or look him up on the web at www.johnhibbler.com.
Visalia Oaks Baseballs brought to you by Cellular Plus Paging in Hanford on AM 1270.
5-4 Rancho Cucamonga leading the Oaks. Top of the 6th inning. We'll start with Melvin Rosario, the number 9 hitter for Visalia today, leading off. Then Jason Nixon, Doug Bernier, Brian Williams beginning his 3rd inning of relief work for the Quakes. Rosario showed bunt. He stayed with the pitch all the way in, but it was outside, and he did not offer at it, and so it's 1 ball and no strikes. Rosario's 0 for 2 with a fly to left and a ground out to first. 1-0 pitch. Rosario does try to bunt, and he nipped it. No, he didn't get any contact. And on an appeal to first, Dave Ewell, the bases umpire, says nope, no swing by Melvin Rosario. Every Saturday home game is a Will Cicero Ford Grand Slam Saturday. Means you can win a car valued at up to $25,000 from Will Cicero Ford. And it happens if you're the contestant chosen after registering at the game, and the Oaks hit a grand slam at the bottom of the 7th inning. That's at every Saturday home game this season. Next, Wilton Sheriff Ford Grand Slam Saturday, August 16th, 7:05 p.m. First pitch against Stockton. For tickets, call 625-0480. After ball 2, there was a pitch outside and another pitch outside. Melvin Rosario draws a 4-pitch walk to start the 6th inning. And here's the leadoff man today, Jason Nix, 1 for 2 with a double, a walk, and 2 stolen bases. So he's 3 of 6 in the series. Right-handed hitter, Quakes infield again, comes in just a little bit to look for a double play. Rosario with a pretty big lead over at first. He dives back on a throw over there by Brian Williams. Rancho Cucamonga bullpen remains quiet for the moment. Melvin Rosario, 6 of 11 in stolen base attempts this year. Pitch to Nix, change up right there for a strike. 0-1 is the count. Switch hitting shortstop, Doug Bernier is on deck. Oaks down a run in the top of the 6th. 0-1 pitch. That's there for a strike. 0-2. You are listening to Visalia Oaks Baseball, presented by the Radisson Hotel Visalia on KJUG AM Tulare. Dave Scozen here at the epicenter on this Wednesday afternoon in Rancho Cucamonga. Kevin Philpotter, K-Jug engineer today. Throw to first. Rosario again dives back head first. Sticks the right hand in there to get it back to the bag before a tag by Azarius Corbeil, the Quakes first baseman. Look over to first by Williams. Here comes the 0-2 to Nix. It's popped up. Foul coming back over the stadium and out of play. Still 0-2. And with that, some of the young people start to get up and file out of here. Not too many of them. We'll presume as the afternoon goes along that more and more will be headed for the exits. 0-2 on Nix. The pitch from Williams, a pitch out. They were looking for Rosario to run. Nothing doing. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Oaks not nearly as aggressive on the base paths over the last couple of months as they were at the beginning of the season. 1-2, swung on and missed, and a curveball. Rosario took a step towards second, didn't run. A look to first, but no throw by Riera, the catcher, but it's strike 3 on Nix. 1 out in the 6th. Shortstop Doug Bernier bats next. Bernier reached base in a bunt single in the first inning. He's also lined to the shortstop and grounded to first. Switch hitter batting left-handed once again. Dan Phillips moves to the on-deck circle for the Oaks. Williams with the pitch, another pitch out, and that's ball 1. Well, they're looking for Rosario to take off at first. Not the case. Hector Kenna serving as the first base coach this inning. 1-0 on Bernier. The pitch, Rosario is running. It's there for a strike. Throw to second is high, and Melvin Rosario's in safely with a stolen base. That's the 4th stolen base of the day for the Oaks. All presented by Performance Sound and Security. So Melvin Rosario with his 7th stolen base of the season. And the Oaks have a potential tying runner in scoring position. The strike on Bernier makes it 1-1. 5-4 Quakes, top of the 6th inning with 1 out. Check of second by Brian Williams. The pitch to Bernier is low. 2-1. Doug Bernier hitting .201 coming in. Got the bunt single in the first. Trying to come through again for the Oaks. 2-1. Popped up on the left field side. Foul territory. McPherson gives it a look, and it's out of play. Evens up the count at 2-2. Doug Bernier, 201 hitter for the season, coming into today, hitting 200 against the Quakes. 1 for 5, 2-2, grounded on the right side. The second baseman Turner will charge, glove throw to first in time at 2 away. Rosario moves to third, and so Dan Phillips will need some kind of a hit to drive in Melvin Rosario. Phillips is 1 of 3 this afternoon and 2 of 8 in the series. Had a home run yesterday, single and a run scored in the first inning today. Struck out in the second, lined to the second baseman in the fourth, and that was with the infield brought in. Takes ball 1 down low, 1-0. Rosario at third with the tying run. Oaks down 5-4 in the sixth. Right-hander versus right-hander. The pitch to Phillips, swung on and hit in the air to center. Kimpton coming in toward right. He will make the catch, and that's the end of the inning. So the Oaks strand a runner at third base. No hits in the inning, no runs, and no errors. And we have played 5 1/2. The Oaks are trailing 5-4 in Rancho Cucamonga on AM 1270.
Hit a home run when you let Buckman Mitchell Insurance give you a quote on personal and business insurance. Buckman Mitchell offers everything from home and auto to workers' comp to group health insurance. And they can help you plan for your children's college education and your retirement. Buckman Mitchell Insurance is locally owned and they're an independent agency. That means the best possible rates and the best customer service. Call Buckman Mitchell Insurance today, 733-1181. Buckman Mitchell Insurance, serving the community for over 85 years. Hey, it's Mike O'Neill, production director of West Coast Broadcasting. Summer's here and all the fun summer brings. Swimming, vacationing, contact lenses, glasses. Don't have time for that, do you? Well, you don't have to. 688-2020, the Sunult Eye Institute, Tulare. LASIK surgery with the Excimer laser is your answer. Call 688-2020. 688-2020 for your free consultation. The Sunult Eye Institute, Tulare. Do it today. There's nothing to lose but those glasses or contact lenses.
From manufacturing water pumps to service and repairs, ranchers in this fertile area rely on the expertise of Salt's Pump and Equipment Company of Tulare. Whatever your pump's needs may be, a turbine for pressure or irrigation, for bell or for canals and ditches, or sub pumps for dairy and commercial use, the best qualified for design and installation for any of your pumping needs is Salt's Pump Company. 2873 West Inyo in Tulare for 55 years. It's Salt's Pump Company.
Visalia Oaks Baseball is brought to you by Tom Wright, your local State Farm agent, Porterville, on AM 1270.
The bottom of the sixth inning, 5-4. Visalia is trailing here at Rancho Cucamonga. Leadoff man this inning for the Quakes. Same guy that led off last inning, Zach Riera. Rancho Cucamonga batted around in the fifth, scored 3 times on 3 hits. That help from 3 Visalia walks. Riera, Nick Kimpton, Tommy Murphy hitting this inning against Nick Webb, and the lefty delivers, and it's popped up right field. Coming toward the line, Dan Phillips makes the catch. 1 out in the sixth. Center fielder Nick Kimpton is 0 for 1. He popped out a bunt to second baseman Jason Nix and then walked and scored last inning. The bunt try was in the third. Oaks are hosting the final fireworks show of the season on the first day of Fox 26 Fan Appreciation Weekend. It's Friday night, August 29th. After the 7:05 p.m. game against Modesto. Fox 26 Fan Appreciation Fireworks. Friday, August 29th, after the 7:05 p.m. game against the A's. For your tickets, call 625-0480. First pitch to Nick Kimpton in there for a strike. Webb got into his next windup, and the left-handed hitter said, "Hold up, we need time," and it was granted. Now he's back in, 0-1, too low. 1-1 on Kimpton, the center fielder today for Rancho Cucamonga. Webb's next delivery. That's in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nick Kimpton native of Australia. 2-1. That's a strike at the knees. 2-2. And again, has a heck of an arm that we've seen in the outfield. Kimpton, a young'un at that, 19 years old, grounds this one through for a base hit on the right side. So Kimpton with a one-out single in the seventh. Rancho Cucamonga has 8 hits on the day after they managed only 3 last night. Back to the top of the order, here's Tommy Murphy. He's 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored last inning. Grounded a short and hit one back to the mound earlier today. All of it against Sean Green, the starter. Double play depth for the Visalia infielders. They come in a few steps up the middle. Pitch is high. Bunt shown by Murphy. Pulled back. 1-0. A look to first, but no throw by catcher Dan Conway. Kimpton with 15 stolen bases this season, and he's been caught 6 times. Had 20 steals last year in Cedar Rapids in the Midwest League. Free agent signing by Anaheim. Throw over to first, and he gets back. 1 ball, no strikes. Next pitch from Webb. That's down low. 2-0. It's a warm and relatively humid afternoon in Rancho Cucamonga. The breeze continues to pick up. Now it's blowing pretty briskly out toward right field. Oaks down 5-4 in the bottom of the 6th. Webb looks the first. 2-0 to Murphy. Inside. 3 balls and no strikes. Still plenty of clouds overhead. I haven't seen the sun actually shining on the field for a couple of innings. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Grounded towards second. Nix charges. He looks to second. No play. The throw to first, and it's a step ahead of Murphy. 2 down, but the runner moves along to second base. Right fielder Jason Espedo's 0 for 3. Picked up an RBI and a ground out to second base in the 5th inning. Espedo has grounded a second twice and struck out. That happened in the 1st inning. Left-handed batter against Webb, the left-handed pitcher. And the delivery swung on and missed. Boy, he was way late on that pitch from Nick Webb. 0-1. That ground ball to Jason Nix. Actually, the runner moving towards second. The reason that Nix was not able to make the play at second. He had to wait on the runner to go by to get a clean sighting of the ball, and no chance to try and turn 2. This one's grounded to the right side past Nixon into right field. A base hit. Phillips up with it. Here comes the throw toward home. It's offline by a few feet, and the Quakes have scored again. 6-4, Rancho Cucamonga. Kimpton comes home from second base. RBI single for Jason Espedo. His second run batted into the day gives him 48 for the year. Quakes lead by 2. Jeff Mathis went 2 for 3, all against starter Sean Green. Had an RBI single last inning to put the Quakes in front for the first time in the series. Also got a hit in the 1st, grounded to 3rd to start the 4th. He's facing with a lefty Webb here and swings and misses. 0-1 is the count. Nick Webb through his 1st inning of the 3rd has given up 3 hits and a walk, and so far a run. 2 down with 1 in here in the 6th. Pitch to Mathis. That's low. 1-1. Webb staring in, looks over to first. The pitch swung on and missed. Throw down to first, and Sheely had all he could do. It looked like just a block. It took a short hop on a snap throw from Dan Conway. It did get Espedo thinking he had to dive back in head first. It's 1-2 on Mathis. Webb looking to first again. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike three. Nick Webb gets his first strikeout and the inning is over. But the Quakes add a run on 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. 6 innings in the book. This afternoon, 6-4. Rancho Cucamonga leading on AM 1270.
Located in the heart of downtown Visalia, experience all the luxuries the Radisson Visalia has to offer. From their award-winning lunch pasta bar to a great dinner, all of your favorites can be found at Bolo's Restaurant. The Radisson Visalia is pleased to be the official team hotel of the Visalia Oaks. On your next trip to Visalia to see your Oaks play, stay at the Radisson downtown and be sure to ask about the friends and family rate. Call 559-636-1111 to make your reservation.
Where's Dad? I need my allowance.
He's casting into the pool, practicing for that fishing trip.
Great! I love fish.
Then again, steak is always good.
Need to replace windows in your home? Let the Glass Shop professionals install Milgard replacement windows quickly and easily. The Glass Shop also makes it comfortable with easy financing and 90-day same as cash. Call the Glass Shop for a free estimate with Milgard replacement windows 732-5986. 732-5986. It's not as expensive as you think. They're on the East Main Extension, the Glass Shop, and Milgard, clearly the best.
Rain, frost, wind, heat all affect the ag economy of the valley. Growers can get detailed daily reports from John Hibbler Weather Forecasting that aid in making important decisions. Extensive rain, wind, and seasonal frost summaries, long-range forecasts, degree day and evapotranspiration information, and much more. Reports are available by email, fax, and online. For subscription information, call 1-866-419-3590 or look John up on the web at www.johnhibbler.com.
Visalia Oaks Baseball is brought to you by Jim Parsley, your local State Farm agent Visalia on AM 1270.
Third pitcher of the day on the hill for Rancho Cucamonga, Marco Sullivan. And he replaces Brian Williams, who went the middle third inning. Middle third of innings in this game, middle 3 innings. At any rate, Williams in 3 innings gave up 1 hit, 1 run. It was the home run by Dan Conway. Issued a pair of walks, but struck out 2 as well. And he stands to be the winning pitcher at the moment. O'Sullivan gets a visit from the catcher for Rancho Cucamonga, Zach Riera. Marco Sullivan pitched in last night's game. 1 inning of work, 1 hit allowed, and he's facing the right-handed cleanup man Ryan Sheely to start. Sheely's 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored in the first. He's grounded to third and struck out as well. Next pitch from O'Sullivan inside, 2-0. O'Sullivan in 39 games, including today. Well, before today, he's pitched 56 innings, 52 hits allowed, 30 runs, 28 earned, 23 walks, and 45 strikeouts. O'Sullivan 3-2 with 2 saves, a 4.50 ERA. Pitch misses low, and it's 3-0 on Sheely. Corey Slavic, Dan Conway also due to bat this inning for Visalia. The Oaks are down 2, 6-4 in the top of the 7th. Pitch from O'Sullivan outside, ball 4. He issues a 4-pitch walk to start his outing today. And here will come Corey Slavic. Slavic is 0 for 1 this afternoon, but has 2 walks in the game, 1 for an RBI. After another walk, he stole second base, his first steal of the season. Fly to left to lead off the 5th. Infield for Rancho Cucamonga will come in a couple steps up the middle to look for a double play. Marco Sullivan, native of Lawrence, Massachusetts, went to college at Rollins in Florida. And he throws a called strike to Slavic. First strike that he's thrown this afternoon. The Oaks batted around in the first inning and scored 3 times. Went all the way to the bottom of the 5th, and the Quakes batted around and scored 3 times. Now it's 6-4. Time is called. Slavic steps out for a second. Be sure to stay tuned immediately following today's game. for the Budweiser postgame show. Slavic back in, the 0-1 pitch. Too far inside. 1-1. Complete look at the Blitz Sports Bar out of town scoreboard, a recap of today's game, and a look ahead to the series finale tomorrow night here in Rancho Cucamonga. All coming up on the Budweiser postgame show immediately following today's game. 1-1, the pitch. That's a strike. 1-2. Dan Conway, who homered a couple innings ago, waits on deck. Wind blowing out toward right. Corey Slavic's got 11 home runs this year. And he's pulled a few of them, so this might be an opportunity right here. If he could do it, it would tie the game. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Threw a high curveball that Slavic had to reach up for and might have tipped it into the glove of Riera, but it goes for strike three one way or another. One out in the seventh with Sheely still at first. Next batter, Dan Conway, 2 RBI today to give him 34 for the year. Had a home run in the fifth. Drove in a run when he was hit by a pitch in the first. Fly to right in the third inning. On deck, it'll be Justin Lincoln. O'Sullivan with the pitch to Conway. The fastball over the outside portion of the plate at the letter. Strike, 0-1. Every Sunday home game at Recreation Park is a Visalia Times Delta Family Sunday. Flip the coupon for the weekend edition of the Times Delta and get 4 Grandstand Reserve tickets in a program for just $15, usually a $26 value. 0-1. Strike. 0-2. Visalia Times Delta Family Sundays. Next one coming up on Sunday, August 17th. For a 1:35 p.m. first pitch against Stockton. For tickets to that or any other Oaks home game, call 625-0480. 0-2 on Dan Conway with 1 out. Next delivery is fouled off. Goes over the seats on the first base side out of the stadium. Still 0-2. Ryan Sheely at first. Justin Lincoln on deck. Oaks down 6-4 in the top of the seventh. The Oaks bullpen is quiet, so we'll expect Nick Webb to pitch in the bottom of the seventh inning for Visalia. 0-2. Swung on and hit in the air down the right field line toward the pin. This is going to be foul. And it took a funny carom, whatever it bounced off of down there on the right side, past the picnic area. Still no balls, 2 strikes. Conway staying alive. Marco Sullivan's 0-2 pitch. Swung on and hit in the air to center. Coming in is Kimpton. And toward right, he'll make the grab. Sheely back to first. 2 down in the seventh. DH Justin Lincoln 0 for 2 with a pop to right. He's also grounded to third. Walked in the third inning. Lincoln, a right-handed batter, hitting seventh. The way that the Oaks lineup was structured for the longest time, for about the past month or so, he was usually hitting eighth. Fastball to Lincoln, misses away. 1 ball and no strikes. And now with Rosario at the bottom of the lineup and Nick's number 1, Lincoln is hitting seventh. 1-0 pitch. Foul back. 1-1 on Justin Lincoln. Sullivan goes off the back of the hill and goes for the Rosenbag. Now he's standing back on. Sheely at first base, 2.5 steps off the bag, and held by Azarias Corbeil. 1-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Well, it looked like he took something off of that one, and Lincoln really didn't want to swing at it. Plus, it was about a foot outside. 1-2. again, 2 outs, top of the 7th, 6-4, Visalia trailing. Runner at first. 1-2 on Justin Lincoln. Marco Sullivan throws to first. Sheely gets back. Couple more sections of young people have cleared out of here. We wear along into the afternoon. 1-2. Hit in the air. Deep to left center field. On the run is Kimpton. And this is off of the warning track. Off of the wall. Rounding third, headed for home is Sheely. It is 6-5. Lincoln with an RBI double in, standing at second base. So Justin Lincoln comes through. And the Oaks once again are down by only 1 in the top of the 7th inning. The 17th double of the year for Lincoln. Run batted in, number 50. Sheely scores all the way from first. Boy, Lincoln got a hold of that one and hit it to the warning track just to the left of straightaway center. And Jason Frome, the left fielder, bats next. Left-handed hitter. Activity is underway in the Visalia bullpen, and the pitch to Frome is too low for ball 1. Alex Serrano, a right-hander, is up and warming. So now with just a 1-run lead, Stu Cole might be looking to go to some of his specialists to hold the lead where it is if the Oaks don't in fact come back to tie this inning. Lincoln with a 3.5-step lead from second. The 1-0 to Frome. There for a strike. 1-1. Jason Frome today. 0 for 2 with a fly to center. He's hit one back to the mound. Walked to drive in a run in the first inning. Quakes defense shifted to the right side to play as if Frome is going to pull. And the 1-1 is popped up foul on the third base side. Goes back over the seats and onto the roof for the suite level. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Frome. More so the infield has the shift on. And the second baseman, Turner, much further away from the second base bag than the shortstop, Tommy Murphy. On the corners, they're playing them pretty much equal. Each side about 15 feet off the line. 1-2 pitch to Frome. Just missed a fastball outside. Well, Sullivan wanted that one. He went down into a crouch on the mound after he didn't get the call from the home plate umpire, Jake Ulina. 2-2. Right-hander warming in the Quakes bullpen, Richard Thompson. 2-2 on Frome. Time is called for by the catcher, Riera. Frome steps away. Lincoln is at second base after an RBI double earlier in the inning. The Oaks are down 1. Top of the 7th, there's 2 out. 2-2 pitch on the way from O'Sullivan. It swung on and missed. Took something off it, and Frome was out in front, and that's the end of the inning. But the Oaks get one of the runs back. They do it on 1 hit. There are no errors in the inning, and 1 man is left on base. Stretch time in Rancho Cucamonga on this Wednesday afternoon. The Oaks trail the Quakes 6-5 on AM 1270.
You want your son to be a doctor, so you've got to get him to his SAT course on time. You probably want to whip up something quick for dinner. Think fast. Think eggs. Like a microwave egg casserole with ham and cheese. It's delicious, easy to make, and ready in minutes. So your son makes it to his course, gets into med school, and you get free medical care for the rest of your life. All thanks to the incredible edible egg. Think fast. Think eggs. For other quick dinner ideas, visit AEB.org, the American Egg Board.
This is the sound of a car engine choking, seizing, literally going up in smoke. We're testing 2 identical cars side by side in a laboratory. One uses the leading 5W30 conventional oil, the other, Castrol Syntec 5W30 synthetic oil. The cars run 24/7 under extreme heat and stress beyond anything a car would face. You may think motor oil is just motor oil, but under these punishing conditions, Castrol Syntec perform better. Castrol Syntec. Everything else is just motor oil.
No matter how healthy you are now, after age 65, you have over a 70% chance of needing some kind of long-term care. That's why you need long-term care insurance from State Farm Mutual Automobile Insurance Company. It can help protect you from the costs of extended care. And who better to talk to than your local State Farm agent? We live where you live.
In Porterville, call Tom Wright for costs and complete coverage details on long-term care insurance.
Statistics cited in Long-Term Care, Knowing the Risk, Paying the Price, Health Insurance Association of America, 1997.
Visalia Oaks Baseballs brought to you by Patrick Salazar, your local State Farm agent, Visalia, on AM 1270.
Bottom of the seventh inning, 6-5. Visalia trailing here in Rancho Cucamonga. Nick Webb is still on the mound for the Oaks. He came on with 1 out in the 5th inning. Stopped the bleeding, wasn't charged with any runs. Actually, nothing scored while he was on the hill, but he did give up a run last inning. Right now, that's the difference in the ball game, but Sean Green is still the pitcher of record, the starter for Visalia. Dallas McPherson, Nick Gorno, Justin Turner. 4, 5, and 6 in this lineup, batting here in the bottom of the 7th inning. McPherson's 2 for 3 with 2 singles his last 2 times up. Taking ball 1 and now takes a called strike, 1-1. Lefty versus lefty matchup. Alex Serrano was throwing in the right field bullpen for the Oaks. And now he is sat back down. 1-1 from Webb. It hit him. Hit McPherson in the back. Serrano still standing on the mound down there, but is no longer throwing any warm-up pitches. So Dallas McPherson on to lead off the 7th inning. The right-hander Richard Thompson continues to warm up in the Quakes bullpen. Oaks infield started double play depth once again in this inning. Right away on the defensive, just trying to keep the Quakes from getting another run. Bo Clay, the trainer, jogging out to the mound, so maybe there is something wrong with Nick Webb. Stu Cole, the Oaks manager, will go out there also. Dan Conway went right to the mound after that hit by pitch. And Serrano, it appears, would be the guy to come in next for Visalia. If Webb has to leave due to an injury, and he is going to be taken from the game, then whoever comes in next for the Oaks will have as long as they need to warm up, although it is going to be Alex Serrano coming in from the right field pen, but he was already up and throwing, so he probably won't be taking too long. Dallas McPherson leaves first base, and he's going to jog over and talk with Bobby Meacham, his manager, over at third. So Webb is out. Alex Serrano will come on, and we will come back in a little bit to tell you about Mr. Serrano. 6-5, the Oaks are trailing in the bottom of the 7th inning. Quakes have a man on with nobody out. Nick Webb removed from the game apparently due to an injury. We'll be back in a moment on AM 1270.
Hi, my name's Beth Shank. I have lost over 115 pounds taking the T-Burn and Fat Attack combo. I've lost a total of 185 pounds. I lost 70 pounds with just diet and exercise, and I hit a plateau, and I was getting very discouraged, and that's when my cousin told me she had lost about 70 pounds with the T-Burn and Fat Attack combo. Right when I started taking it, the weight just fell off, and I lost 115 pounds, and it was all because of the T-Burn and Fat Attack combo.
Sometimes diet and exercise just aren't enough to help you lose weight. That's why we've created the T-Burn combo. Simple, effective, fast. T-Burn gives you the convenience, control, and power you need to start losing weight today. Find out why America's newest fat burner is becoming America's #1 choice. The T-Burn Combo. Order now at fatfreecombo.com or call 877-FAT-FREE, 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 877-FAT-FREE.
Welcome back to Rancho Cucamonga. Alex Serrano's ready to go for the Oaks against the right-handed hitting Nick Gorno. Hits one on the fly to center field. Rosario coming in, can't get it, drops for a base hit. Alex Serrano's very first pitch of the afternoon goes for a single by Nick Gorno. And it's Gorneau's second hit of the afternoon. Quakes leading 6-5. There's no one out in the seventh now. 2 on base. Alistair Pearson hit by the last pitch thrown this afternoon by Nick Webb. And he moves up to second base. Serrano gives up the bloop single to center field by Gorneau. Justin Turner, the second baseman, up next. Turner's 1 for 2 with an RBI single in the fourth inning. Walked his last time up in the fifth. Left-handed batter. Oaks infield, a double play up. Serrano, the right-hander with the pitch. It's grounded foul on the left field side, and that's a good thing for the Oaks because if it's a fair ball, Quakes probably would have been running all day and up by 3 by the time the play was over. Instead, it goes to strike 1 on Turner. Serrano, for the Oaks this season, has pitched 39 times before today and has thrown 59 2/3 of an inning. 59 hits allowed, including the one just given up to Gorneau, who's on at first. 25 runs, 21 earned, couple homers, 11 walks, and 57 strikeouts. Serrano 4-4 with 3 saves, a 3.17 ERA. The right-hander's 0-1 to Turner. There's a fastball that's too high. And evens things up at 1-1. First baseman Azarias Corbeil is on deck. Nick this afternoon, 1 2/3 of an inning, 3 hits allowed, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, 1 hit by pitch, 1 run allowed so far, but the man at second's his responsibility. Serrano rears back and throws a fastball past Justin Turner, swing and a miss. Strike 2, 1 ball and 2 strikes. 10 hits in the game for Rancho Cucamonga. But it is, for the moment, just a 1-run lead for the Quakes. Serrano checks second. 1-2 pitch. That's strike 3 called on Justin Turner. A huge strikeout for Serrano. 1 away in the 7th. Now a double play ball can get the Oaks out of the inning. Azarias Corbeil 0 for 3. He's driven in a run and a ground ball to short in the second inning. Has popped to left and grounded to first. Corbeil hitting .266 coming in. And Dan Conway goes out in front of home plate to flash some signs to the Oaks infielders, see if any kind of a play might be on in case Corbeil tries to lay down a bunt or something along those lines. Not positioned for a bunt, though. Everybody playing medium deep to look for a double play ball. Corbeil hacks away and swings one foul back into the netting behind home plate. 0-1. The Oaks got a run in the top of the inning to cut the lead to 6-5. This was a key situation for both of these teams. If the Quakes score, pushes the Oaks further away again. 0-1 there for a strike. 0-2. If Visalia can put up a 0 in the bottom of the 7th for Rancho Cucamonga, that's the stage for a chance to tie in the top of the 8th or possibly the 9th. Or for that matter, a chance to go ahead. 0-2. Serrano looks back to second. The pitch to Corbeil swung on and bounced foul to the backstop. Count holds it, no balls and 2 strikes. Tomorrow night we'll be on the air with the Radisson pregame show at 7:02 p.m. First pitch at 7:15. Last meeting of the regular season between these two teams. Rancho Cucamonga already in the postseason. The only time they could get together again would be in the Cal League Championship Series in the middle of September. 0-2. Swing and a miss. No, a foul ball, and Conway couldn't hang on. Just barely a foul tip by Corbeil. He stays alive again. Still 0-2. And after the game here tomorrow night, the Oaks move on to Lake Elsinore. Depending on what time of day, 45 minutes to more than an hour down the road, but not too far. 0-2 pitch. Swung on and hit on the ground to first. Sheely to second for one. The relay not made back to first. Serrano was late getting over to the bag. So they get the force at second. Safe at first is Corbeil on the fielder's choice. And Serrano, I guess he was just late getting off the ground. He's shaking his head. Maybe he just wasn't quite as alert as he thought he should be. Not ready to take the throw to try and turn two. And the Oaks really had a chance to do it right there. Bernier would have thrown to first, but there was no one there to cover the bag. So McPherson moves to third. Gorneau is out at second on the force. Corbeil is at first, and here's Zach Riera. 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Left-handed hitter. The pitch from Serrano is a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Boy, those little things that would never show up in a box score sometimes cost a team, and the Oaks right now are hoping that that's not one of them. 0-1 pitch. Swung on and foul tipped into the glove of Conway. 0-2. Well, the first pitch that Serrano threw went for a bloop single. Since then, a strikeout and a would-be double play ball that went for one out. Now he's ahead 0-2 on Riera. The right-hander's pitch is maybe just a little bit outside that time, we'll have to say. 1-2. Either that or high, but either way, it didn't miss by very much. Conway framed it there for a second, but couldn't get the call. 1-2. Serrano steps off. At first, it's Cesarius Corbeil, the runner at third. Dallas McPherson. Oaks down by a run, bottom of the seventh inning with 2 out. Serrano trying to keep the lead right where it is. Right-hander leans in. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Got him on a breaking ball. And that's the end of the inning. 2 strikeouts for Serrano. And the Quakes get their 10th hit of the game in the 7th inning, but no more runs. 2 are stranded on base. The 8th is up next. Rancho Cucamonga leading Visalia 6-5 on AM 1270.
Fellow success seekers, today's message is a simple one. If you want to maximize your dreams and realize the full potential of your life, I am here to tell you that there is just one thing you have to do. Think like a can. Because a can be anything. It just has to be recycled. And once it is, a can possesses that one thing you desire, infinite promise. Just think of all the things a can be. A picnic table, a window frame, or playground equipment. It can be that many things and more, and so can you. Because, my friends, to think like a can is to think I can. All you have to do is wake up every morning, stand before the mirror, look yourself in the eye, and say, you can.
Recycle. It's good for the bottle. It's good for the can. Brought to you by the California Department of Conservation.
These days, people across the country are all about freedom. The freedom to go, do, and live better. And what better way than with America's Choice Family Share Plan with Verizon Wireless for just $39.99 a month. Cellular Plus Paging can make it easy for you to share more minutes than ever before. Visit the professionals at Cellular Plus Paging, 701 North Main, a block north of the post office in Hanford, or their new store in Kingsburg on Draper today to start sharing more with the ones you love. Subject to terms of customer agreement and calling plan with new one-year agreement. Other charges, restrictions, and a $175 early termination fee apply. See your authorized Verizon Wireless dealer, Cellular Plus Paging, for details.
Visalia Oaks Baseball is brought to you by Jim Parsley Jr., your local State Farm agent Tulare on AM 1270.
Another new pitcher for Rancho Cucamonga beginning the 8th inning. It's Richard Thompson who is on to throw, replacing Marco Sullivan. Sullivan gave up the run in the 7th inning, which came on the double by Justin Lincoln. 1 inning of work, 1 hit allowed, 1 walk, 1 run. Recorded 2 strikeouts. Thompson so far with the Quakes, 9 appearances, 11 innings, 11 hits, 4 runs allowed, 1-0 with 5 saves and a 3.27 ERA. This would be a save situation if he finishes 6-5, Rancho Cucamonga leading, top of the 8th. Melvin of Rosario leading off. Jason Nix, Doug Bernier also slated to hit in this inning. Rosario 0 for 2 with a walk to lead off the 6th. Took strike 1, and now ball 1 that bounced off of the catcher, Riera. 1-1. Thompson's last outing here against High Desert on Sunday. 2 innings of work, 1 run, 3 hits, got the save, his 5th of the year. Another Australian, and Rosario lays down a bunt toward the mound. Thompson off the hill, bare hand throw to first, just in time to get Rosario. A good play by the pitcher. Melvin out number 1 in the 8th inning. It was bunted out in front of home plate. Actually a pretty good bunt as well, just sort of died in the grass maybe 25 feet in front of home, and Thompson came off the hill, got down there before the catcher, and barehanded threw to first in time for the out. Jason Nix is 1 for 3 so far with a double, a walk, and 2 steals today, and he hits this one in the air to shallow center. Coming in, Kimpton. He'll get under it to make the grab. 2 away in the 8th. Not a good omen that the Oaks are going this quickly here in the top of the 8th. Shortstop Doug Bernier, 1 for 4 with a bunt single and a run scored in the first. He's also lined to short and grounded to first and grounded to second. Switch hitter, batting left-handed all day today. Ryan Spire, a right-hander, up and throwing in the Visalia bullpen. So will he come on for the bottom of the 8th? The pitch to Bernier is there for a strike, 0-1. In this type of a game, the thing that both managers have to consider in using the bullpen is, what if the Oaks are able to tie it up and we play beyond 9 innings today? 0-1 pitch. Just missed too high. 1-1 on Bernier. So Serrano had an effective 3 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Why not leave him in for the 8th? And Bernier checks a swing. The pitch is inside. On the appeal, he went around. That's strike 2. He was dancing to stay out of the way, but turned his body enough to be rung up by Dave Ewell, the bases umpire. 1-2. Although if you take a look at the Oaks bullpen, they used Pavlik for 1 inning yesterday, Darnell for an inning yesterday. 1-2 pitch. That's too high. 2-2. So they are probably still relatively fresh. Kyle Stanton still available. Obviously Spire is. He's up and throwing. And then really that's about it, because the Oaks still don't have a full roster, just 23 active players. 2-2 to Bernier. Curveball too high. 3-2. Dan Phillips is waiting on deck. (6-5) Rancho Cucamonga, top of the 8th inning. 3-2 pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. Doug Bernier draws a walk. That's just the 4th walk issued by Richard Thompson as a member of the Quakes this season. He's got 12 strikeouts. And Dan Phillips will be the next hitter. Phillips 1 for 4 with a single and a run scored in the first inning. He struck out in the second, lined to second in the 4th, popped to center in the 6th. Hit a home run last night, his 17th. Pitch to the right-handed hitter is popped up, foul, coming back over our heads, and it'll land over the overhang and out of play. 0-1 is the count on Phillips. There's some confetti released by the mascot up in the stands. That started to blow out onto the field. Time is called. Probably because of all that stuff. It was up on the first base side trimmer, the dinosaur that they have. Let some loose and it just blew all over the place. Well, looks like things have settled. There's still confetti out in the grass, but not enough to disturb anything. And we'll have an 0-1 pitch to Phillips. Curveball there for a strike. It's 0-2. Bernier at first. 2 out. in the top of the 8th. 0-2. The pitch. Bernier's running. It's outside, and it pops out of the glove of Riera and rolls behind him a little bit, so that'll be a stolen base for Doug Bernier. And that's 5 stolen bases on the day for Visalia. Bernier's 9th of the season, and the first one in about a month and a half. He's on at second. 1-2 on Phillips. Now a base hit could tie the game. Thompson checks second base. Time is called, and Riera goes out there. Boy, Bernier off and running. The Oaks with 5 steals today against Riera, the catcher in his first game with the Quakes. Back behind home plate. Riera ready to go, so is Thompson with the 1-2 to Phillips. It's swung on and missed for strike 3. Phillips lets go of the bat, and that's the end of the inning. The Oaks stranded, tying runner in scoring position. And it'll be at least the 9th before the Oaks tie this one up if they're going to do it at all. 6-5 going to the bottom of the 8th. Rancho Cucamonga leading on AM 1270.
Baseball season is in full swing. The sun is out, the days are longer, and it's time to play ball. For many of us, this also means that it's time to clean up our cars, change the oil and filter, and get ready for a busy summer on the go. When you change the oil in your vehicles, remember to recycle the used oil and filters. Recycling is the only safe way to keep oil away from our streams, rivers, lakes, oceans, and recreation areas. Besides, recycling is easy. Just call 1-800-CLEANUP for the address of a service station, Quick Lube, or Household Hazardous Waste Collection Center. You, the friendly staff of these centers, will take your oil for free. So go on, finish that cleanup job the right way, and then come watch the Visalia Oaks clean up on the baseball dime. California Integrated Waste Management Board wants to thank you for all of your recycling efforts.
If you're happy with the fact that your truck looks just like Grandpa's, this isn't for you.
But if you want your truck to be tricked up and really cool, get to Hardcore 4x4 on the East Mid Extension Visalia. That's because Hardcore 4x4 can take that ordinary 4x4 truck, Jeep, or other off-road vehicle and turn it into something really cool. We're talking straight axle conversions, heavy-duty suspension kits, accessories, gears, and lift kits that'll have you looking over everybody else. Hardcore 4x4 on the East Mid Extension across from Lawrence Tractor Company. If you take your off-road fun seriously, Hardcore 4x4 on the East Mid Extension Visalia.
When it comes to insurance, whether personal, contractor insurance, or bonding, you want the best possible coverage at a competitive price. Sharp Insurance is established, a full-service insurance company celebrating their 26th anniversary this year with a track record of quality service and follow-through. Sharp Insurance specializes in commercial insurance and contractor bonding. For contractor liability, property, equipment, auto, business risk, or construction, visit Sharp Insurance and Bonding at 303 Northwest Street in Visalia or call 734-9246. Visalia Oaks Baseball is brought to you by Hardcore 4x4 Visalia on AM 1270.
Bottom of the 8th inning, Rancho Cucamonga leading the Oaks 6-5. Ryan Spire on to pitch for Visalia. He replaces Alex Serrano. Serrano with 1 inning, 1 hit allowed, no runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts. Spire is among the league leaders in appearances by pitchers. He is 3rd with 43. The league leader is Lake Elsinore's Jack Castle, who's thrown in 49 games coming into their doubleheader tonight in Lancaster. Spire in 45 in the 3rd innings has allowed 37 hits, 10 runs, 7 earned, couple of homers, 15 walks, and 60 strikeouts. He's thrown wild pitches twice with no balks, is 2-2, but has 13 saves, which ties him for 4th in the California League, a 1.39 ERA. Last pitch Saturday night in San Jose. And this inning, he's leading off against the number 9 hitter, Nick Kimpton. Spire, I guess, now really leading off, but his first pitch was too low for ball 1. Left-handed batter against the right-handed Spire, and the next one is hit in the air down the left field line. Foul ball. It's going to land on the warning track. Bernier went after it, and nobody else really chased for it. Corey Slavic, the third baseman, didn't leave his position. And the left fielder, Jason Frome, didn't get over there too far. Would have been a long run for Frome. Well, 1-1 to Kimpton. Fastball inside. 2-1. Yeah, but Slavic just stayed right where he was at third base. Spire's 2-1 pitch. Swung on and bounced on the first base side. It's foul. Just goes outside the bag. It took a skip there about 20 feet from first, and then Seeley was there waiting for it, but it was outside the bag by a couple of inches at first base. 2-2 the count. Ryan Spire, 6'7", 225 pounds, just flat out a big guy. And he uses a sidearm motion that really mesmerizes the right-handed hitters. This one comes inside, and the lefty, did it hit him? Knocked him out of the way, and the umpire hasn't made a signal as to whether or not Kimpton's going to get first base. The trainer's going to come out and look, so we'll presume that, yeah, it did hit him. Boy, he is down on the ground and not feeling too good right now. Yeah, Kimpton is down and in some pain outside of the left-handed batter's box. Trainer for the Quakes, Armando Rivas, out there taking a look at Kimpton. Bobby Meacham's there also. And Kimpton will stand up, try and make sure everything's okay. Boy, he just had a violent jump out of the way of that one from Spire, and Kimpton will go on down to first base, being assisted by Rivas, the trainer, and we'll wait and see if a pinch runner is put in. In the meantime, Tommy Murphy will be the next hitter. Kimpton gets down to first just fine, and now he's squatting, trying to stretch out whatever was wrong with him. And now he's started to run again, so he'll probably be able to stay in the game. In the meantime, Bobby Meacham, the manager for the Quakes, going out there behind the mound to get over to first base. Kimpton and Rivas, and you know what? Kimpton's going to come out of the game. He's still hobbling a little bit. So we will have a pinch runner, and it's going to be David Gates. Gates was the left fielder last night, and probably means he'll be the left fielder when we go to the top of the ninth inning today. Gorneau playing in left field tonight. He started in center yesterday. Kimpton was the center fielder, so that would be the logical switch. We'll see if that holds up. So Gates into pinch run at first for Nick Kimpton. Hit by a pitch from Ryan Spire. Tommy Murphy, left-handed batter, lays down a bunt. Conway out to field it. The catcher throws to first in time. Jason Nix covering. Murphy is out, and moving on to second base goes Gates. So the Quakes are playing to get just one more insurance run across here in the eighth inning, leading by 1, 6-5. Jason Espedo is the right fielder, and he's 1 for 3. A single in the sixth. He's grounded to second twice and struck out. Espedo, another left-handed bat, takes one low from Spire for ball 1. No activity in either bullpen at this point. So we will look for Richard Thompson to come out and start the action for the Quakes in the top of the ninth. Another pitch misses. Oh, no, it didn't. Called a strike at the outside edge. 1-1. Pinch runner David Gates at second. Espedo at the plate with a 1-1 count. The Oaks trying to avoid losing for the 5th time in 6 games. 1-1, hit in the air to right field. Phillips pointing up. He's got his hand up, shielding his eyes from the sun. Goes back to the warning track with a couple of quick steps at the last moment and makes the catch. 2 down in the inning. And the throw comes into cutoff man Jason Nix. Gates holds at second. Espedo is retired, and DH Jeff Mathis will bat next. Mathis, 2 for 4 with 2 singles and RBI. He's grounded to the third and struck out. Right-handed batter with a slightly open stance. Right-handed Spire trying to end the inning with just a 1-run lead for the Quakes. The pitch there for a strike. 0-1. Once again, Nick Kimpton removed from the game after being hit by a pitch and apparently injured by Ryan Spire. Spire's 0-1, swung on and missed. Looks like he took a little something off for that one. 0-2. So Gates in as the pinch runner at second. In the top of the ninth, the Oaks will have 4, 5, and 6 coming up. Ryan Sheely, Corey Slavic, and Dan Conway. Spire checks second, 0-2. Swung on and fouled at the plate. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Your youth baseball or softball team still has time to sign up. Be one of the last teams in on this year's Visalia Medical Clinic Baseball Buddies program. Call the Oaks for more info, 625-0480. 12 players, 3 coaches get in for free. They get to take the field and are introduced with the Oaks before the game. And then friends and family get in a discount. The Visalia Medical Clinic Baseball Buddies program. Call the Oaks for more details. Again, 625-0480. 0-2 to Mathis. Popped up. Shallow left field. Bernier, the shortstop, goes out. Rosario, the center fielder, comes in, but it's Bernier who will make the play. And that's all for Rancho Cucamonga in the 8th. They leave a runner on base. No runs, hits, or errors in the inning. And the top of the 9th is on the way next. The Oaks need a run. They're down 6-5 on AM 1270.
Hey, I'm Rocco DeSpirito, chef owner of Rocco's in New York City. The subject of the reality show, The Restaurant. You know, before I opened this place, everyone warned me it was too risky, too costly, and that 9 out of 10 restaurants fail in the first year. So what's it going to take to prove them wrong? 12 months, I guess.
Running a small business is the ultimate reality show. That's why Rocco DeSpirito relies on the financial solutions of Open, the small business network from American Express. To share your thoughts about owning a business, log on to openrocco.com.
The day has ended. Amber skies blend to twilight blue. The world softens a bit around the edges, and you release all the cares of the day. Now is the time for Bella Sera wine. Bella Sera Pinot Grigio from Italy. Pour a glass, relax. It's going to be a beautiful evening. Or as they say in Italian, it's going to be a Bella Sera. Imported by Bella Sera USA, Hayward, California.
Hit a home run when you let Buckman Mitchell Insurance give you a quote on personal and business insurance. Buckman Mitchell offers everything from home and auto to workers' comp to group health insurance. And they can help you plan for your children's college education and your retirement. Buckman Mitchell Insurance is locally owned and they're an independent agency. That means the best possible rates and the best customer service. Call Buckman Mitchell Insurance today, 733-1181. Buckman Mitchell Insurance, serving the community for over 85 years.
Visalia Oaks Baseball's brought to you by Roto Rooter on AM 1270.
Top of the 9th inning. Oaks trailing 6-5. Ryan Sheely, Corey Slavic, Dan Conway will be the hitters. First pitch to Sheely's there for a strike. It's 0-1. Right-hander Richard Thompson on the hill. Walked the batter, but allowed no runs or hits in the 8th inning. Pitch is low to Sheely, 1-1. Sheely today is 1 for 3. Scored twice as a single and a walk. 1-1 to him. Fouled back. Came inside and Sheely fought it off. 1-2. 4,839 the announced paid attendance today in Rancho Cucamonga. 1-2. Hit in the air to right center field. Going back is Kimpton. No, it's not Kimpton, but it falls in between him and center field. The center fielder and right fielder in the gap. And it goes for a long single by Ryan Sheely, but at least the tying run is on base. To start the 9th inning, Corey Slavic with nobody out comes up. 0 for 2, a fly to left, a strikeout, 2 walks, a steal, and an RBI today. Yesterday went 3 for 4, came in second in the league, and batting average at .342. We'll say Gourneau is in center. And then it's Gates in left. Okay. So it was Gourneau and Espedo who converged a moment ago in right center and couldn't come up with a hit by Sheely. Just a two-step lead at first for Sheely, although they're big steps. First pitch to Slavic, left-handed batter, is high on a fastball 1-0. For the first time in about an hour and a half, the sun is back out. You are, by the way, listening to Visalia Oaks Baseball, presented by the Radisson Hotel Visalia on KJUG AM Tulare. Oaks down 6-5, top of the ninth. One on, nobody out. Pitch to Slavic. Line foul down the right field line. Outside the stripe by about 2 feet. Well past the infield on the first base side. 1-1 on Slavic. Sheely will go back to first base. Well, now the sun is really out again. It's been mostly a cloudy day today here in Rancho Cucamonga. 1-1. Swung on, and this is hit foul on the right side. Further foul off the wall over there on the side of the field. 1-2. Dan Conway is waiting on deck. Sheely at first walks out to more of a 3-step lead this time, being held by Corbeil. 1-2 to Slavic, up and away. 2-2. No activity in the Quakes bullpen. Likewise for the Visalia pen down the right field line. And hits for the Quakes, 7 for the Oaks this afternoon. 2-2 pitch to Slavic. Swung on and hit in the air to right field. Going back for it is Espedo, and on the run, Gourneau, the center fielder, makes the catch. He'll turn and throw to first. There's a chance, but no, not in time to get Sheely, who was around second base. If that ball drops, he's at least at third and maybe has a chance to score. Instead, Nick Gourneau got over there. Espedo, the right fielder, looked like he was trying to shield his eyes from the sun and not able to come up with it, but Gourneau there to cover. And there's one out on a long fly to right center by Corey Slavic. Catcher Dan Conway bats next. He's driven in 2 today, once when he was hit by a pitch, once in his 3rd home run of the year. 1 for 3. First pitch fastball, a called strike, 0-1. Justin Lincoln, the DH, waits on deck. 6-5 Quakes, top of the ninth. Just in a couple steps for the outfield grass, looking for a double play. Each of the middle infielders for Rancho Cucamonga. Tommy Murphy, the shortstop, and Justin Turner, the second baseman. Time called. Conway steps away. Now he's back in. Thompson with the pitch. Swung on and grounded up the middle. This is to second base. There's one out there. Throw to first. Double play. End of game. It was to the right of the bag. Tommy Murphy, the shortstop, came across and gloved it and dragged his foot to keep it on second for the first out. Throw to first in time. Double play ends the game. 6-5 Rancho Cucamonga wins today. We'll have the rubber match of the series tomorrow night. The Budweiser postgame show is coming up next on AM 1270.
Men and women, if you're experiencing hair loss, going bald, or considering hair transplants, then you should know about an incredible hair regrowth system that guarantees you twice as much hair within 90 days. Announcing Hair Advantage. Hair Advantage is a revolutionary hair regrowth system designed to naturally stop the cause of hair loss while stimulating hair regrowth. Simply take the all-natural DHT blocker and let it work for you. It attacks the cause of your hair loss, which is a bad body chemical known as DHT. It will block its formation while the patented and FDA-approved hair regrowth formula can stimulate new and dense hair regrowth. So what are you waiting for? Reverse your baldness or hair loss today, the natural way. Try Hair Advantage risk-free and experience the best hair regrowth you've ever seen. Now you can have up to twice as much hair within 90 days guaranteed. Call now for your risk-free trial. Trained hair consultants are standing by. Call toll-free. 1-800-720-4146. That's 1-800-720-4146. That's 1-800-720-4146.
Idea Printing and Graphics is a proud sponsor of Visalia Oaks Baseball. Not only are they the area's largest commercial quick printer, but the only one capable of in-house production of virtually everything you need printed, from business cards to billboards. Whether you want the simplest black and white flyer or full-color brochures, custom vehicle graphics, or a 30-foot trade show display, Idea Printing and Graphics is your one-stop full-service source for everything printed. Call them at 733-4149 or visit them at VisaliaIdea.com or 2 blocks east of the DMV at 1921 East Main Street in Visalia.
Visalia Oaks Baseball is brought to you by Don Sharp Insurance and Bonding in Visalia on AM 1270. It's time for the Budweiser postgame show with a look back at today's game, the Blitz Sports Bar scoreboard, and a preview of the Oaks' next game. The Budweiser postgame show on AM 1270.
Well, the Oaks are going to need to win tomorrow if they want to take 2 out of 3 from Rancho Cucamonga. First time in exactly a year that the Quakes have beaten Visalia, snapping a string of 8 in a row, win-wise for the Oaks. We'll be back to talk more about it coming up as the Budweiser postgame show continues on AM 1270.
It's another exciting season of baseball action with the Visalia Oaks, and this one's going to be the best ever. And everyone at Budweiser and Bud Light want to congratulate the Visalia Oaks with another winning season underway. Remember, whatever you do, this Bud's for you. So make it a Bud Light.
Make it a Bud Light. And at St. Louis, Missouri. Make it a Bud Light.
Summertime is activity time. Hi, Mike O'Neill, Production Director, West Coast Broadcasting. A happy Philip Eye Institute patient. No more glasses, no more contact lenses for me. They just got in the way of too many things, made my life miserable. 688-2020. That starts your free consultation into LASIK surgery with the excimer laser. 688-2020 for your free consultation today. Surgery is painless, over in minutes, and you've got nothing to lose but those glasses or contact lenses. The Sunhope Eye Institute, Tulare.
Visalia Oaks Baseball is brought to you by Singular Wireless and Visalia Porterville Hanford on AM 1270.
Welcome back to the Budweiser postgame show. Oaks lose this afternoon at Rancho Cucamonga 6-5. Let's take a look at the Blitz Sports Bar out-of-town scoreboard. Tell you about the one game that's a final in Major League Baseball today, and that was the Cubs losing at home to San Francisco 6-3. Everything else either just getting underway or happening later on tonight. And the Colorado Rockies, the Oaks parent club in Cincinnati once again, trying to win for the second day in a row there. And Anaheim is going to be at home against the Yankees. Last night, New York defeated the Angels 6-2. And the California League, everything under the lights tonight other than this game. Modesto's at San Jose, Bakersfield at Stockton, High Desert at Inland Empire, and then a doubleheader, Lake Elsinore at Lancaster. That's the Blitz Sports Bar out-of-town scoreboard. Back with a recap of today's loss, and then a look ahead to tomorrow night's series finale here in Rancho Cucamonga as the Budweiser postgame show continues. Up next on AM 1270.
If you're happy with the fact that your truck looks just like Grandpa's, this isn't for you.
But if you want your truck to be tricked up and really cool, get to Hardcore 4x4 on the East Mid Extension by Visalia. That's because Hardcore 4x4 can take that ordinary 4x4 truck, Jeep, or other off-road vehicle and turn it into something really cool. We're talking straight axle conversions, heavy-duty suspension kits, accessories, gears, and lift kits that'll have you looking over everybody else. Hardcore 4x4 on the East Mid Extension across from Lawrence Tractor Company. If you take your off-road fun seriously, Hardcore 4x4 on the East Mid Extension by Visalia.
It's another exciting season of baseball action with the Visalia Oaks, and this one's going to be the best ever. And everyone at Budweiser and Bud Light want to congratulate the Visalia Oaks with another winning season underway. Remember, whatever you do, this Bud's for you. So make it a Bud Light.
Make it a Bud Light. And at St. Louis, Missouri. Make it a Bud Light.
Visalia Oaks Baseball is brought to you by Buckman Mitchell Insurance in Visalia on AM 1270.
Back here in Rancho Cucamonga, the Oaks lose today, 6-5. Let's tell you what happened. Started well enough for Visalia. In the first inning, everybody got to hit. With one out, Doug Bernier laid down a bunt single. Dan Phillips singled. Ryan Sheely singled. Bases full against starter Stephen Shell, who started the All-Star game a little more than a month ago. didn't look like an all-star today. Issued a bases-loaded walk to Corey Slavic, 1-0. Hit by pitch of Dan Conway, 2-0 Oaks. 2 batters later, Jason Frome draws a bases-loaded walk to make it 3-0 Visalia before the Quakes had a chance to bat. Melvin Rosario flied to left to end the inning. Rancho Cucamonga got their first run in the bottom of the second inning. Nick Gorneau led off with a double, his 36th of the year. That leads the Cal League. And then there were 3 straight groundouts to short. Justin Turner had one to move Gorneau to third. Azarius Corbeil with another one to get the RBI, his 32nd, and drive-in Gorneau made it 3-1. Lead was cut to 3-2 in the fourth inning. Dallas McPherson with a 1-out single. 2 batters later, Justin Lincoln singled home McPherson, who had moved to second in a ground ball by Gorneau, and that made it 3-2. In the top of the fifth inning, the Oaks got a home run from Dan Conway, his third of the season, with 1 out, made it 4-2. But in the bottom of the fifth inning, that's when Rancho Cucamonga took the lead for good. The Quakes batted around. Zach Riera, the newest Quake catcher for today, walked to lead off. Nick Kimpton drew a walk. All of this against starter Sean Green. Tommy Murphy then doubled down the left field line to drive in a run as Riera scored. That made it 4-3. Jason Espedo grounded to second to tie the game as Nick Kimpton scored. Jeff Mathis followed with a single to left. That gave the Quakes the lead as Murphy scored. And so it was 5-4 Rancho Cucamonga. Mathis, the last batter, faced by Sean Green. Nick Webb came on and held the Quakes scoreless until the next inning, the sixth, when he gave up a 1-out single to Kimpton, followed by a 2-out single by Jason Espedo, and the Quakes were in front 6-4. The Oaks got a run back, though, in the top of the seventh inning. Ryan Sheely drew a leadoff walk. Corey Slavic struck out. Dan Conway flied to center, but Justin Lincoln came up with a double to the warning track in center field. It scored Sheely all the way from first, cut the lead to 6-5. The Oaks stranded a potential tying run at second in the eighth inning, and then Sheely led off the ninth with a single, but a double play ended the inning 2 batters later, and that was all for the Oaks. Final totals today for Visalia: 5 runs, 7 hits, and no errors. The Oaks leave 10 on base. For Rancho Cucamonga, 6 runs, 10 hits, and no errors. And the Quakes strand 9 on base. The winning pitcher, Brian Williams, he improves to 3-3. 3 innings of middle relief today. A run, a hit allowed, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Save goes to Richard Thompson, which is his 6th. And the loss to the Oaks starter, Sean Green, he falls to 3-4. Time of the game, 2 hours, 52 minutes. Paid attendance today at the Epicenter, 4,839. So now the Oaks have lost 5 out of their last 6 games, but they can take 2 out of 3 in this series with a win tomorrow night here in Rancho Cucamonga. But man, what a start to this road trip. Right after the Oaks had a 12-game winning streak snapped in their final home game on Thursday, or their most recent home game, come out and lose 4 of the first 5 on this 9-game road trip. Now winning maybe 3 of them would be a small victory for the Oaks. So tomorrow night, 7:15, the first pitch. It is going to be right-hander Tim Petke on the mound for the Quakes against the right-hander and Cal League All-Star who pitched in the All-Star game in this field, Mike Esposito, for the Oaks. Again, 7:15, the first pitch. Radisson pregame show at 7:02 tomorrow night. Then we're off to Lake Elsinore for the weekend. Thank you very much to Kevin Philpott, the engineer at the K-Jug Studios this afternoon. Thank you to you for listening. I'm Dave Scozen. Once again, the final today on Rancho Cucamonga. The Quakes beat the Oaks 6-5, and Visalia falls to 25-14 in the second half, and to 60-49 overall on AM 1270.